Hello, everyone, and welcome to a new episode of the CC Zone. I am your host, Redacted, and I'm joined with some wonderful members of my staff here, and casters and players. We got Mattg and we got Sultan. Mattg is more on the roster staff, and we got Sultan, who is one of our wonderful casters as well as a player. Both? No, actually, Sultan, you're in the advanced league. Mattg, you're in the intermediate and novice
And
league.
novice, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Correct. But yeah, so like, I'm reading Twitch chat right now.
Yeah.
Someone says I have big cracker energy. What the fuck? Who are
That's
you?
low back. That's low backs.
Oh, that's Lowbacks. Fuck that
Yeah.
guy.
Oh my god.
Anyway, how y'all doing, man? Let's get back on topic.
I'm doing good. Just
Yeah?
hyped up for CCS to start again. You know, last time I wasn't able to play as much as I wanted due to circumstances. So I'm happy that my favorite league is starting soon.
Hopefully,
I
just
don't know.
ban
This-
somebody in
this-
Twitch chat.
This league fucking sucks. Yeah. I'm pretty hyped for this league to start. I'm ready to win both novice and intermediate. Novice is gonna be really easy, and intermediate should be pretty easy as well. So I'm looking forward to that.
You say should, man, but I don't know. There's quite a few.
Like who? Who?
We'll get into that.
Exactly,
We'll get into
exactly.
that.
No
Just
one good.
let's have some patience. It's a journey we're going on. All right, it's a journey. We don't gotta be all aggro right at the start. Yeah, like, how was y'all's off seasons? Prepping, joining new teams. Mattg, we'll start with you. You went and joined. Joined the ops. We'll start with you, man.
Yeah, Dre Omega tried out, went well, joined the team. Unfortunately, Flay sucks at his job and denied by mid laner, who is CCS intermediate eligible, in my opinion.
Yeah,
So yeah, that
that man's
sucks.
D1. Yeah. Totally CTS intermediate eligible.
Lu-
D1 player.
lucky win streak, all right? Lucky win streak. But yeah, besides that, yeah, so we have a new mid laner, Goat. He's really good as well, so I'm still fully confident that we will still do well in intermediate. And then the novice team we threw together like I don't even think a week ago. So, but yeah, we'll be fine. Novice sucks. Like there's like gold teams in there. We'll be fine.
All right, wait. Well, before we move on to Sultan real quick, I gotta ask you two questions. We're gonna start with the first one. Did you reach out to Dorado or did they reach out to you?
I just
Me?
filled out the tryout.
I'm talking to Mattg.
I just filled out the tryout app and I tried out.
Oh, okay. And then this Bing Chillers team, like, how the hell did that come together? Because when I saw that roster, you saw me in the app.
Yeah. So it's actually I didn't see it. I don't know.
Oh yeah, you don't have access to that one.
I don't have access to that. Yeah. But yeah, so me and Doe just talked about making a novice team, and then Fusion is it's kind of three of us were looking for it, and then the Chillers intermediate roster had some changes to it, so their top and support was available. So we just said we need a top and support because the three of us, so we just kind of combined it and made a pretty good team for it.
Okay. All right. Cool. Well, good luck to y'all. I know you and Dojo's Manger Menace, whatever his name is a pretty good player. So we'll see how y'all do in the novice league. Sultan though, how about you, man? How was your off season? Back with the rats, PG Raijin, and whatever other iteration you guys have formed or merged this time around.
Okay. Separate from the topic, I guess someone in the chat wanted me to say "bliet" for some reason. I'm not Russian. Like, sure, you heard me say it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
civil.
okay. I'm not Russian, but okay, sure. I've heard it enough in CS:GO days when I was in Turkey, so that's fine. But well, for
Okay,
rats, I
I'm gonna take
think.
this off now.
So for rats, I think we started calling ourselves as like a content team for CCS. We all played since season 0, I think. We all but they're pretty well accomplished in like separate seasons. All like the only one actually winning a championship was Philly B. I feel like last season our performance was a little underestimated and like underrated because So we started 2-0, but then didn't make playoffs, which is like a really big bummer because all we needed to do was like win a single game out of 8 games, and we
Mhm.
got 2-0 and everything. But I didn't play in 3 of those games that we lost. Plus, I was playing in Turkey on 80 FPS and 160 ping, and like the other game we lost
And you
was
were
when
still
Philly B
clamping
was
some
not playing,
folks.
and we still like the team that got to playoffs instead of us, we actually beat them. And Flay is like he's coping so hard, but that's just the facts. I can't lie. That is how it is. And so from that, I personally think we're going to perform decent. I don't think most of our players have peaked decent ranks in Diamond, although this is right now a Masters
Yeah, advanced is
league
up to
right now.
Masters. Yeah, I
But
believe.
like most of oh, what were you saying?
I was saying advanced is up to Masters. Yeah.
Yeah, so like most of our players have peaked D2-ish, like the last season. I'm not like I don't have any issues about like some of these performance. We changed our support. Xenazurge, like he's been performing really well. He's actually cracked. He carried us in a lot of games that we had as scrims. So I don't know. I'm really hopeful this season.
Marshall, why are you LFT for CC Advanced? I wonder. He's just saying he's LFT and CC Advanced in Twitch chat there. But yeah, no, Sultan, I'm pretty excited for your team. I love your team. You know, you guys always call yourself a content team. Um, you know, at first when we saw your team in the Diamond League, we were like, okay, but yeah, y'all weren't bad at all. You know, you definitely.
We started strong, but weren't able to finish it.
I'll never forget though that one guy, that Masters jungler that was talking shit about y'all.
Oh yeah, and then we 2-0'd them.
Yeah. That shit was hilarious. Good times, good times. But yeah, you know, let's move on to the next topic here. Now that we've found out how you two are doing, how Twitch chat doing. Hope y'all have missed us. We're back live. You know, so let us know how you're doing in the chat there. But yeah, let's talk about the league format here. We kind of talked about it a little bit on the bonus episode we had back in January, but for any new viewers at home or new people in the community, this is the first time we've done this type of format. It used to be a Wednesday and Thursday plat league. And then our diamond split just started last split, so that's entirely new. But our wonderful commissioner has just decided to, split the entire thing in half and say, you know what, low plat here, high plat, mid diamond, or mid high plat, low diamond here, and then like high diamond, low master here. So, what do you guys think about that when that was first announced and stuff, Sultan?
So, like, as someone who mainly casted Wednesday and Thursday last split, I feel like there were a lot of good teams, and then there were like a decent like. Let me put it this way: there was like 20% really good teams, and then there were like 40% medium, and then the left 40% was like I think they were just not contenders at all.
Yeah.
So just instead of having them just like getting murdered every week by top tier teams and then even the medium tier teams, it's just like much better to kind of just send some of them to their own league where they can actually have a better experience playing the game. Plus, they have like their own content. They have more opportunities to show themselves. And show off their I don't know plays, mechanics, how good of a player they are,
And not get
and
below 12.
yeah, and like the same thing with I would say with intermediate. Now that their D3 players also being accepted into intermediate, now if you were like this was a big problem in the league community as well in amateur, where if you were D4, D3, never went to like D2, D1, it would be really hard for you to get a spot on like a high diamond to masters team. But then you would also be not allowed in plat leagues because you peaked diamond. So with that, now with the D3 exceptions, with the D3 cap, now intermediate will be a better that there will be better competition in the league. Plus, I think it will be just like overall more fun to play. It will be more inclusive.
What about you, Mattg? When that news broke through, what were your thoughts?
I thought Flay was trying to kill the league. It sucked.
Is that what you
But
thought, or is that what
nah,
Zol
nah,
told you to
nah,
say?
nah,
Because we know what Zol's opinion's been.
I speak for myself.
I just
But
wanted to
yeah,
make sure what the Dorado stay the same, man. We know they're everywhere.
yeah, but honestly, like I like the idea of a D3 cap. I think, and then it's like there's with novice, it's the P1 cap league, which is kind of how CCS was run the first time I play it. I think so. It's like really similar, but I don't mind kind of how there's a 3 league format. I'm sure you wanted kind of more teams for each because it's like pretty small in my opinion compared to last split. But I mean, it's not the worst thing that he did.
Yeah.
I like it being D3 cap for intermediate because I like playing against kind of the better competition without it going too high. I mean, I don't really care at the end of the day, but having it as D3 cap, I feel like there'll be strong teams, which will make it more exciting and more competitive to watch as well. And then advance going to 95 or 99 LP, then 250 LP exception. Yeah, I don't know. It's whatever. It's league
Yeah.
sucks anyways. It's ran by me, sadly. So
And it's
all
probably
this
not a height
respect.
you'll ever reach anytime soon.
Yeah,
So.
I mean, I have an alt that's like 400 LP right now, but
Yeah, ain't you
Flay lets me
challengers,
play.
bro? Ain't you
Yeah, Flay
challengers?
lets me play in novice and intermediate, anyways. But yeah, I don't think it's. I think this league's gonna be fun, even though it is kind of smaller in comparison. But I think it's gonna be good still.
But I think what makes up for it being smaller, like Sultan was saying off air earlier, is that we have returning players, Zone has been here for 4 splits now, I believe.
I don't know
Sultan
why this league
have
sucks.
you too, right? You've been here for like
Yeah,
the 4
I've
splits
been
now?
playing since like season 0, which was like the kind of the test split,
Yeah.
and like I played ever since.
Exactly. So like we have a lot of as I like to call y'all CCS regulars, we got some CCS celebs too, Mattg, you a celeb yourself. Sultan, you're a known name. I wouldn't say you a celeb status just yet because you kind of hide in the chats and whatnot. You don't get down in the trenches with us.
We're in the sewers with the rats.
Exactly. But you definitely known though, more for sure. So yeah, it's definitely a fun community, and yeah, this is now my 3rd split with y'all. So with us, I can't say y'all now like I'm an outsider. I'm practically an admin. So yeah, it's definitely been a lot of fun seeing how this community like just stays consistent. And of course we have some folks who decided they don't want to be here anymore, whatever. And good luck to them. I do miss some of those names. I'm not gonna name anybody. They know who they are if they're watching or listening. But shut the hell up, Flay. But yeah, it's definitely been a fun league. So let's just move on to the next topic, though. I know everyone's been waiting for it, so let's get into it, right? Let's start with the novice league, and let's what are your first impressions when you guys saw these rosters, like just right off bat?
Hmm. Do you play in novice?
Mattg does.
Yeah, I do.
I
Okay.
don't play in the
You take it
CL.
over then.
I'll go
You
first.
take it over.
Yeah, let's get flashing this talk real quick. Yeah, I don't know. The only team that I think is going to be somewhat competitive with us is going to be the Optimal Esports team. I think their top side's going to be pretty good, but
Oh yeah.
I think our team's just going to be straight up better across the board. The rest is kind of like, I don't know, it's mainly gold teams. They'll let him cook jungler. He's been talking crazy as well. And we get to play him week 1 on stream, so I'm looking forward to that.
Huh.
That team looks
I
terrible.
wonder why you get to play him on stream all of a sudden.
I wonder. That team looks fucking terrible. Oh, language, sorry. But
no,
yeah.
you can curse here, just a podcast.
All right, perfect.
No slurs.
Don't worry. I think CV Rush will be whatever. They won't be as good as they were last split. I think last split they're pretty underrated. Rutledge is playing jungle. Pretty much. That shouldn't do that. But yeah. Other than that, I think we are the best team, the Bing Chillers team.
Mm-hmm.
I think our carries. I think pretty much everyone on this roster can carry. I just don't think anyone will be able to match us.
Okay. The Fujin, his name looks familiar, but I don't really know too
Fusion.
much about him.
He played in here before, I think.
Has he?
Fusion, not. I don't think he did. He was on a team, but then I don't know what happened. Fusion won APL. I played VRS with
Oh,
him last split. We made the finals. I think Fusion's a really good ADC. Probably shouldn't be allowed in this league for his skill level, in my opinion. But
Oh, so you're saying we should
no,
copy him?
Deny?
it's too late.
What you
It's too
Deny?
saying?
late. It's too late. It's too
I don't
late.
know.
Commish, have you heard
It is.
that?
It's never late. It's never too late.
Exactly.
Let's get play on that thing. But like,
But department had a roster, so I make all the decisions for that. So unfortunately, he's staying. He's already accepted. But yeah,
yeah.
I'm excited for novice. I think it's gonna
Hmm.
be pretty fun.
He
Hmm.
said, "Man, we barely got 10 teams. I do not care."
Well,
what about you, Sultan?
I feel like okay. I will agree that like I think Bingchers is one of the favorites. I feel like there's actually a decent amount of teams that might like make upsets and like just win. I would say like the top three, in my opinion, is like kind of similar to Mattg's, where it's like Optimal Esports. They have also from Frozen, which was I think our top lane MVP for maybe a few splits in a row. Hunter Steel, he played on CB Rush actually before, and he like had really good performances. Epi is someone that I've known in the scene for a while. He's also like I would call decently experienced. I don't know their bot lane, but just their top side looks I think scary enough. Like Bing Chillers, Solder, Mattg, Fujin, I think all of those players are just like kind of known in our league as well. Maybe not Fujin, but Fujin is someone that is known in other leagues. CB Rush, they've been like just kind of on a tear on the last few seasons, I would say. Like they just won a lot of tournaments, so I wouldn't expect anything less than maybe semis or even finals from them. They also have someone that I know, which is 02. He finally got his shot as a starter and actually playing in a league for CBY. So maybe that will be a pop off for them.
That wasn't a sponsored statement, right, Sultan? That wasn't sponsored or anything?
No. My sponsor statement is for Shadow Z. You know.
Okay.
I gotta give like this team. I'm not expecting them to win. I will say that, but Peter Griefer, this is his actually first season maining jungle, and he already hit P2. But my man has been playing pretty well in jungle. The Archer is someone that I actually personally played with, and what I consider him as, although his solo queue might not show, I feel like he's just capable enough of like handling most of the ADCs in this league. I feel like like Nats also has been playing. He played in I think Wednesday or Thursday last split as well.
Nats is back.
Yeah, Young Rat is
Rat? That's Nats. Oh, okay.
Okay, so the Young Rat is Nats, and then my only question mark for this team is support and mid, because I don't know about the support situation. I think there might be updates on that, but Movie, he is kind of a coin flip player. He might have good games, but then he might also go like 0 and 10 sometimes. So if they can handle that, that might be my like underdog team of the season. But then there's also like CB Galaxy, which was I think what was it? The team's manager is Riddy, so I'm pretty comfortable that like Riddy would put together a good team. And I think I've seen High Legacy play before.
He was on Bingus last split.
Yeah. And Spires, I think I've seen his name here and there. And then they have who's that? Sleep Call now. Is that JC?
That's JC.
Yeah, that's
okay.
JC. Yeah.
Then they have JC as their sub. So you know, I don't know that team also like maybe like it is too early, but like on paper I would if I had to vote it would be Optimal, Bing Chillers, or CB Rush.
Okay, yeah. So let's name our top 3 teams real quick, and then we'll move on to intermediate because I know a lot of people are waiting for that league. So Mattg, go ahead. Your top 3 teams.
Bing Chillers 1, Optimal 2, 3.
Don't sleep on Reign of Kings, the Brankles team, by the way. They're back.
Reign of Kings, they got fucking worked by me last split in playoffs. I don't care about them. CV Rush, I'll say 3.
Okay, something.
I'll go Optimal, Bing Chillers, and CB Rush.
Optimal 1? Oh shit.
I believe in Elsa from Frozen. That guy.
Nah, Elsa was first team for a reason.
He that guy like, just like he carried his team. What was that team's name? It was like 2
Wasn't
seasons
Was
it
that
ago.
ID Frozen?
Iggy? Oh, ID
No,
Frozen, yeah.
But
Oh,
split
2
before
seasons ago
that.
was
Was that
okay, wasn't
DNX?
it?
He solo
It was
one.
okay.
Okay, yeah,
Infinite,
okay,
yeah.
Infinite. I
Is
think
that team?
so.
Okay,
He was
alright.
like
Yeah.
solo 1v5, like carrying his team in his games.
he did.
Gotcha,
Yeah, I
So
mean, both seasons, I think. I don't know. He was
Alright,
pretty
Yeah.
good.
for me, I'm gonna go top 3. I'm gonna say Bing Chillers, Optimal Esports, and you know what? Let's go Elysium Frost.
Huh?
Yeah. Let's just go Elysium Frost. We'll do
Yeah.
that. Yeah. I know like some of these names. I don't really know their players or whatnot. So yeah, I'm just gonna go with that. Who knows if I'm wrong? We'll see. We'll find out. We got time. But let's get into the meat and potatoes of the podcast. Everything that everyone's been screaming for. The freaking chat has been active literally all day. The Intermediate League. So thoughts, first impressions when the rosters were released. What Sultan, we'll start with you. Since you're in the advanced league, so you don't really care about these piss lows anyway.
Oh, what I think is like there's actually a lot like of names that can be like really recognized. There's a lot of I think coming back players. Like Hard at Zone. They have Llama. They have Alternative. They have a different top lane. And so I think they had Bennett normally, and
Yeah.
Bennett went over to Dorado. So they brought in Rindo and Dragon Mooncake, the Nautilus main himself, who got away with playing Nautilus for a lot of games when they were first on a tear last season's first split. We see Contingent. I think they played in this, or maybe I'm mixing it with another league, but they're also a team that is kind of known. We see AM Bravo, who was a Horizon player that I personally know. He's playing for TA now. Moonstone Gaming. This is like
Competitive Integrity Edition. Get the title right.
True. They're coming back hopefully without getting controlled again.
Without Mommy's guy.
Yep. And like they were performing really well. And to be honest, they were performing well without Mommy's guide. It was kind of unfortunate that they lost their wins and like kind of lost their eligibility to playoffs, which was the reason they got dropped. But again, that is like another team that we should keep the eyes on. The other teams, they had 2 teams in the finals last year. This year, this split, they again have really good teams. Bennett, Dojo's, I don't know the mid laner personally, but and then Mattg and Hoshi in the bot lane. I would say it's like a title contender, one of them. Top and then the IOTA is I think the one team that I kind of have question marks with because I think BKP and Bobster played in the league last split, and I'm not sure if like I don't think they performed up par with like the top 4 teams, but I've known them as like decent players for the years that I've spent in the amateur scene. So
They made the lower bracket run though.
They made the lower bracket finals,
Yeah,
true.
on ID Eclipse, BKB and Bubster. I mean, and I don't remember the rest of their roster. I remember Wordbox for that wonderful dog new copy pasta, but that's neither here nor there. Yeah, so yeah, definitely the IOTA team is. Yeah, I remember when these teams were starting to get announced. Well, at least the Dorado teams, because I'm in their server. So when I started seeing these rosters, I was like, wait a minute, this Zoe guy, really the Pat Riley of the amateur scene, bro. Like,
True. And then there's also the Bingchillers team, which is again Hunter Wolf Steel. Wait, is Hunter Wolf on another team in Novice?
He's
Is
in
he
Novice,
also?
he's on the optimal team.
correct.
Oh, okay. So for Bingchillers, he's on.
So he sees dojos twice a week.
Yep. And then they also have Civil and Coach Pizza, which I think is a decent bot lane. I don't know. My vote would go to in here Dorado Omega, and I don't know, like Moonstone Gaming. My first place would always go to Moonstone Gaming though. That team, they got robbed last year.
Bro, don't remind me. But besides the point, Matt G, what about you? First impressions when you looked at these rosters?
For the intermediate rosters,
Yeah.
I don't know. Some looked whatever. Like there's
Like
there's a
who?
clear gap in between the good teams and then the teams that aren't going to be good. Like both the Dorado teams, Omega and Iota. I think Iota's really good. They've been playing well recently from what I've heard. Moonstone as well. And I think the Chillers roster will do fine. I've heard their mid laner, Karma Warrior, is really good. I don't really know much about their top laner, but I know Karma Warrior is gonna be good. And then Hard Hat Zone going Solbert, I think they'll both be whatever. They're in our group, so I think we'll be fine. But the teams like I don't know, like Nameless, Mint, uh, Lotus Prestige, ID, and Renshi Time. I think they're all just gonna be like really not good, not win much. I mean, they'll probably like
The fodder
two.
teams.
Yeah, they'll be like 2-1 each other in like when they play each other, but it's like they're not a threat at all. And we do got $100 bet against Lotus Prestige week 3. Hey, if you want to stream it, go for it. That's free money right there. But yeah, I think it will be Dorado Finals again. But yeah, I think we're gonna win it. Personally, no bias or anything, but
yeah, and no bias. Of course not.
No bias at all.
At all. No, but yeah, when I saw the intermediate rosters myself, I thought the same thing that like, oh, I was one for one. I was pretty happy to see a lot of very familiar names from last split coming back into the intermediate league. It was pretty cool, just seeing all these familiar names, and then I knew because everyone knew each other, the content was gonna be there, right? Like so. Yeah, I'm pretty excited and happy for that. So yeah, let's oh, and of course, Happy Moonstone's back. Which is funny, even though I didn't really watch a lot of Wednesday games. I mean, I kind of did, but I was like in class at the same time. So, but like, I'm happy Moonstone's back, even though they had their little incident last split. Hopefully, Zhao Pipi, please do not make a fool out of me. Because there's literally nothing I can do to save you this time. I mean, not that I could save you last time, but I'm just saying.
Oh my!
I'm just saying.
Flay, you should check what your admin is saying on live, bro.
Hey, nah, I didn't say shit. I'm just saying. Hey, look, you get yeeted, that's all on you, all right? Justice for Scruff My Ass. That brand is D1. Send his ass to advance with the real adults. Leave the teenagers alone. But yeah, so top 3 for intermediate rosters. Mattg, you start. Who's your top 3, bro?
For intermediate, it's gonna be.
Oh, yeah,
go ahead.
Yeah, top 3 overall. I don't even care about groups.
Should I do a group by group or no? No.
Nah, overall.
Omega, Iota, and then I'm gonna say Moonstone third.
Okay.
So I'll go Omega, Moonstone, and TA Fury. I think they're a team that I believe in.
TA Fury.
Yep. I know their players. I feel like they might make something happen. It is kind of like player bias, I guess, because I know them. But I feel like even their subs are pretty decent. So.
Okay. Top 3 for me. Let me look at these rosters one last time, just off rip. I will say, fuck, I hate this, but whatever. Omega, Moonstone, because Omega, I mean, I see the names, man. I saw y'all play last split. I saw the names. Like, it's a good roster. I'm not gonna lie. Mattg, you're kind of sus because I've never seen you in your main role, but everybody else, I've seen them play. So Omega, Moonstone, and I'm gonna say Going Sober actually, just because I really like their logo though as well.
Their logo is kind of cool.
Yeah.
I'll give it to that.
Yeah. I'm not completely convinced by Iota, even though once again I saw their players last split just as well. But I don't know. I can put Iota 4, but I don't think top 3 just yet, for sure. But yeah, with that being said, let's move on to advanced, and hopefully our wonderful commissioner has those apps all done, so that way when our group draw happens after this, it's gonna be a pretty smooth ride. But let's look at the rosters that we do have in advance for now.
Yeah, it's something. Uh,
And
it's
Matt
definitely
G,
more than
yeah, Matt,
both of these. So
Matt G, we'll start with you because this is Sultan's league.
like, what do you want me to say?
First,
Am I like
first,
right?
first impressions when you
First
saw the event. Yeah,
impressions?
this is you. You're the roster staff for this league. So when you saw all these
Yeah.
rosters coming in, what was you thinking?
I think we're definitely have gotten better since the last split. I mean, no returning champ Zeta, but that roster it's not the same anymore. Like, anyways, so uh, yeah, I think it's definitely gotten better in comparison to last split. Like
Mm-hmm.
rank wise, it's definitely gone up in quality as well. So I think it'll be a really interesting split. Um, kind of this time in comparison to last, there's not like a clear cutout who's gonna win. Like I obviously last split Zeta was the favorite. I don't really think there is one for this split, in my personal opinion, at least. So yeah, I think it'll be interesting.
What about you, Sultan? When you saw these at least these early rosters come out, what were your thoughts?
Oh, well, I still think they're like obvious, really good teams that like as a player I would like at least be more hesitant playing against rather than like the other teams. I would say, although I think we talked this before the stream, and this is not that this doesn't mean that they're a bad team, but I feel like last season when you were gonna play against Zeta, I think they were a much scary team than Alpha is right now. But Alpha is still like probably like one of like maybe the top favorite to win the league. But I feel like with Fireflans being like of a more of a consistent top laner, like Hazim, I play with him from time to time in solo queue as well. I've seen him play, watched him play for numerous times. I think he's really good. Like maybe ceiling wise, he's maybe up there with Fireflans. But I think everyone that watched CCS
Mm-hmm.
consistently might remember him almost throwing Dorado Gaming. Well,
Gamma,
who won it? Gamma? Was he
yeah,
on Gamma?
yeah, he was on
He
Gamma.
almost like threw the semifinals single-handedly. So
Has him in a
like there is
semifinals.
some like
You bring it up.
consistency like issue maybe there.
Uh-huh.
Really, probably the only upgrade that I would see from last year's roster, where he's probably like one of the top diamond like high diamond masters junglers in amateur, and Shima coming back, defending champion. The only person from the Zeta team who's coming back to defend this title.
No,
And
it's
then when you
Shima
look
and Joker, right?
No,
Joker,
not Joker.
Joker's not on Zeta.
Joker, mm,
No, or it is. He is, but this is Alpha we're
but
talking about. So
Joker.
it's
Alpha, my fault.
yeah.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Okay, yeah. So like their bot lane got changed. Karina and All for Love. People that we know in the scene, All for Love also was staff for a long time in CCS last split.
He name changed to
So
Mud Tussie now, by the way.
yep. I know, but like I think All for Love we go with that. But yeah, no attack. He like he's a pretty good support. So it just comes down to how good Alpha is playing together because Zeta was coming back with like previous chemistry with themselves with each other. They won, I think, Victorous, won Plat Amateur Worlds. So like they were coming in with that synergy. We're gonna see if Alpha has the same. There are like other things that I think are really decent. TA Blaze is like maybe one of the teams that might like that I would look. HDK is someone that I played with before, and no, he's a really good top laner. He does like he's like a more of a carry top, I would say. So like TA Blaze might have like a chance. And the Rats, my favorite team, the content team. We're back again, you know. I was
Yeah.
on Cope at the beginning of the stream as well, as like I think people underestimated us. I still don't think I still have the feeling that we can perform decently well. Like
Mm-hmm.
make playoffs definitely this year because this split because I feel like we should have made it last split, but the unfortunate things happened. We were on the road, you know. The
Yeah.
road games are hard, especially when you're playing on ping. And we've changed the support, and I think it's an upgrade. So I believe in our team. You
Okay.
know,
Where would you place your team um out of all these teams? Like top five,
there's
top
like what
10?
I would say top 10 ish. like maybe like around 7, 8, just on paper because I've never most of these teams that I never played against.
Play said there's 20
So
teams right now, so yeah, top 10. So the top half of the
yeah,
season.
I would say like top half. Like it can change. Again, there are a lot of players here that I've never played against or with, so it's hard to make a assumption of how good or bad they are. Some people are just better than what they show on like on their solo queue,
Yeah,
which I think
absolutely.
we can know from Zeta, who played in Plat Amateur Worlds and hit Masters by the end of the split. Like sometimes people just pop off during the split. So you might not know.
All right. Top 3 teams then. Just I know this
I'll-
is obviously pre-groups and whatnot, pre-draw, not even full rosters because there's like a couple of teams that aren't even in here yet.
Mm.
But yeah, just top 3, just for right now.
I would say Alpha for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, I swear, I don't know. I think Tao like would also maybe like second or third. And just for like, I'm on the stream, guys. I literally cannot get away with like I can't do this anymore. But it has to be the rats. I'll put ourselves up there.
There you go. That's what I'm
That's
talking
fair.
about. Have some bias.
I'm on the stream.
Have some bias.
I'm on the stream. You guys are not.
Don't worry,
Suck a
I
dick.
said we were the best team in intermediate, so and I'm on the team, but we are. But like,
All right, Mattg,
Uh,
what about you? Your top
my
3.
top 3,
Yeah.
I'll say Alpha for sure is definitely one of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then just because some ex teammates on the team, I'll say Chillers as well.
Okay.
Kaiser and Oreo.
Kaiser, yes sir.
Yeah, those 2 of my old teammates right there. I think that team's also gonna be pretty good for. Definitely don't underestimate them. And I think I'll have 2 answers for this one. My real answer is Tao, but the fake answer here, I'm gonna say TA Blaze is gonna be up there. Even though Lobax sucks as a jungler, I think he'll get carried by his solo laners. And his bot lane, I think he'll just get carried in general. That guy sucks. Trust me, I've played too many 2 a.m. flex queue games with him. He sucks.
Oh my god. And then wait, is that 3? Is that your 3?
That's my 3. That's my 3.
3. Okay, got
Yeah.
you. I for me, look, this is gonna be a little bit controversial, but I got Tao 1. Cause that roster is literally the iconic Ascendance roster of Diamond. Except for I think maybe the top lane. I don't know.
Arch didn't play on that. I think it's like I think it was just Zohair.
No, I thought Ichirat was on that team too.
Oh yeah, he was. Yeah, it's Ichirat and Zohair.
I feel like a lot of those other names are very familiar.
I think
maybe
Terry
I've seen
was
them
maybe
everywhere else.
played
I
there
think
as well.
Terry's good as well.
Okay.
I don't know if he played with them last split, but I know that is a solid team as well.
Okay, but yeah, for sure, I think Tao is gonna be up there. Let's see, looking at these other rosters, Alpha for sure, just off paper. Who knows how actual synergy goes? I don't know this USC team that is in. I don't know them, so I will just disregard for now. And number 3. You know what? Let's see. CB. Oh, that's the CB gaming roster. I was like, who's that? Oh, Akuma Katanas, just because they have.
Yeah, Legoat
James.
Oh, true.
That team's
is the jungler Legoat James?
Yeah, that's the jungler.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
Legoat right there.
Akuma Katanas, because they got a jungler called Legoat James.
Yeah.
And he doesn't play jungle. He's actually
that's why
looks like
a, that's why
it
he's
looks
the
like
goat.
an AD top main. Just
That's why he's the GOAT. Right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just like LBJ, he can play any role.
Exactly.
He can be anything.
Exactly. Those are my top 3. But
Respect
yeah. But actually, I have something new that I'm ready to present to the community here and to you guys. It's something I was talking about last split. Didn't really get to get it off the ground just because of life and other things, but we got it off the ground this time. Want to give a wonderful thanks and shout out to MB for helping this get configured. And yeah, let's get this thing rolling. So basically, I have a bunch of clips from CCS of old, and we are going to rate them from 1 to 5 with Worry Rogues. So
no.
yes,
Oh,
so
no.
yeah, we got these clips and we're gonna rate them basically like whatever you want, you think, you know, is it 5 Worry Rogues play or is it like a 1 Worry Rogue play or whatever. So this will be the first clip. Tell me, and then after it's over, we'll go ahead and yeah, I'm streaming in Discord as by the way.
Oh yeah, you sure you are.
Yeah, I said that.
Oh, I didn't even realize that. Okay.
I literally told y'all. All right, y'all ready?
Yep.
All right, here you go. Here's the first clip.
Not in the best position as now Helper has to flash away. Still has the ultimate. Not going to use it yet, but Okami goes into the backline. Big ulti, big A, big everything as Okami finds the Quadra. There will not be a Penta on the table, but Okami goes absolutely huge. He's going to look for the Penta. Actually, here comes Okami. He says, give me what is mine. Penta kill for the Vladimir.
It's like the...
All right. So now it's over. What do you rate it, Sultan?
I will say 4.
4?
Yep, because it was against Go PM. It was against a lot of people that I know. It was like, I think after this CB Starlight roster boomed and they had to like rebuild the whole thing. I'll say 4.
Okay. Mattg, what about you?
I'll give it a 4 as well. I remember casting that and with Love Me there, and that was insane when that happened. I don't know, it was hype. Yeah, I'll give it a 4. That was pretty cool to watch.
It was. Hold on. I'm like I said, sorry for the viewers at home. This is still kind of scuffed because just had it configured literally today. But yeah, it'll get better over time. I'm giving that a 5. Nah, that pentakill was crazy. I don't know what y'all talking about. That shit was crazy.
That is like one trick, no? Like Okami's blood. Like his one trick.
Okay,
he's playing against the winless team in the league.
And you give it the respect it deserves.
I gave 4. That's not bad. It's just like if he did that against Zeta, that would be like a 10.
Yeah, to be fair, it was against CB Starlight who.
Like at the time, because of the quality of the team it was against, that's why you're rating it.
Oh, there the
I mean, if it was like if it was against like Zeta, for example, like that's a 5. But like CB Starlight, they're like, or whatever.
All right, fine, fair enough.
This is right though. Thank God Chelsea's not in this chat.
Oh, well, she'd probably be molding right now, huh?
Well, she shit talks everyone in their power rankings.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You get something back.
All right, let's move on to the next clip. All right, let me load it up right now. All right, and
the cross map. They didn't even try and bait a Baron where their vision control is good. As Fireflames has the Ragnarok, so that last breath, or rather the Fate Seal, doesn't do anything, and that's Forlorn who's forced to flash here. He's kept the ultimate going this whole time. Now finally it has expired, and the cease and desist will find it, but it doesn't find the kill because Fireflames just tanks through everything with the W, with the Trinity Force, building up the attack speed, finding the lifesteal, chasing down Bean, but he will finally be felled thanks to the exhaust. No! He's still alive! Are you kidding me? He's trying to chase down the AD carry as well. Can he get it? No, he
hell no.
Again, the same team, by the way. Same team from last clip. Same team from last clip.
Okay, so what do you rate it then?
Look at this. Oh my.
What do you rate it? Something?
Okay. Again, I would say 4 because it is again Zeta and Goldfish. There's a gap between there, you know. There's a gap between there. Plus, like, you know, I think it kind of like proves my point of like last thing where like, okay, that play was good, but again, you were against the first team. Like when they were playing against the first place, they just get highlight clipped as well. So you know.
All right, Mattg, what about you?
I remember this was the famous B1 singed incident. So, I think this the 3. They like early picked Olaf, and then they picked like Goldfish picked like 5 champs that couldn't do shit to Olaf. So I don't know.
A 3 for Matt G.
It could have like I don't know if it was like it's
If
like
it wasn't
champ.
Throttle,
That's
maybe a 5.
yeah. I don't know about that.
You
was
hear him
whatever.
stuttering over there?
It's whatever. I don't know. That would I mean I wouldn't have allowed that personally if I was playing top lane.
Wouldn't let that shit happen to me though.
That shit would not happen to me.
That's Dorado-phobia right there.
Exactly.
Okay. I honestly I give it a 4 as well. Just because I remember hearing about that, so I never saw it live, but I remember hearing about that play and I saw it later and I was like, oh yeah, that was pretty crazy. But yeah, I give it a 4 for sure.
Let's see if we're gonna have a play that will give 5.
Who?
But
Yeah,
a 5.
like it was 5.
All right.
Like a 5, it has to be like important series,
uh-huh.
good teams versus each other.
Oh, you guys are like really like rating it
there's
like a
there's
full
more than one.
picture.
Again,
I was just rating the play itself.
Well, if we give 5 to these, what are we gonna give to those? You know, like it's just like
True, but
It's
these
like-
are old clips. You know, it was a different meta back then. Different. You know what I'm saying?
but
So,
no,
like,
no,
matters. It matters about the importance of the match. Like game 5 of the finals in comparison to like game 1 of the regular season.
Yeah.
no one cares about that.
okay. All right. Well, let's move on to our next clip here. Matt G, I hope you're ready for this one. It's a banger.
Have some counter your jungler more consistently to help out and put some more fear in that Olaf. Once you get out of the lane phase, I think that it's very much preferable to have the tank Gragas, but nice disengage there.
Oh, see, and there it is. Dirt 2-1-2.
Oh.
Shreds rejected the new. Mossy kills BKB. And Goldfish Gaming are just dominating ID Eclipse right now. This game is
It's too funny.
Alright, so what do we think? What do we think? Sultan, you first.
No, man.
you know how I said it has to be playoffs and things.
Uh-huh.
This wasn't playoffs, but you know,
There is a 0, by the way. You
because-
can give something 0, by the way. So don't.
my
yeah.
-1.
I don't have negative. I only have 0.
0. Yeah, that's.
Oh.
I'll give it 1. I'll give it 1 for Matt G's efforts.
You give it a 1? Okay.
Embarrassing. Matt on the floor.
Matt G, what would you rate yourself?
Honestly, that game, that was probably one of the worst drafts we put together the entire split. We picked like 5 AP champions, and somehow it was our most decisive win that series. I'm giving that a 5, to be honest. Just the pressure of the body slam into the wall. It really like, I'm pretty sure it was game changing.
Dude.
So yeah, I'm giving that a 5.
The whole rift was trembling after
Yeah,
that.
exactly. They didn't know what to do. That's
5 for Matt G.
Mm.
I will
5.
give that. I'm also gonna give it
It's a 5.
That is like a
Unless-
clip that Brankles would use to meme people. Like that is
No.
that level of clip. It's just like
I remember that.
I'm giving
too.
it a 1.
I remember that too. I like lost it in comments when I did that. I was
Body
dying
slam,
laughing. I'm like, shit, whoops. But yeah,
hope nobody saw
That-
that on the stream.
that was a good time.
All right.
Matt G comes from the side, buddy slams the wall.
Let me load up the next clip. Let me load up the next clip here.
Oh, that was too funny.
All right. You guys ready?
Yeah.
All right, here you go.
I thought Shovey was in trouble, but he's still Shovey.
Might still be in trouble. The ultimate cooldown should be coming back online in a second, but the shutdown comes through. It comes onto Slumber Pig, though. That is a kill in return. That's what they had avoided before. Sutek trying to get out, but Gaucho landed the Q, takes the long range, carries it all the way over into the river. Kickback comes in, but Gaucho keeps on chasing. Ovo is on the opposite side now, is pinching them a little bit. Oh, that is 1 kill. That is 2. Fishing for Pike has fallen. Sutek is the only one still alive, absolutely in range of getting blown up rather quickly. Gaucho ward hops over, Q's in, and yet again, the jungler v jungler trade goes in the favor of Gaucho. That is 4 kills for nothing.
God.
All right.
Holy.
What are we rating that?
Okay, I was getting hyped while watching this. You know,
Yeah, we're getting hyped.
this is exactly why he got comprilled. Exactly why. That is not smurfing. That is like, I don't know. What was it called? Scripts. Motherfucker landing like all the Qs. Kind of crazy, you know. Because of the champions mechanics and hardness.
Uh
Hmm.
huh. Sultan's
I'll give this a 4. It's still not 5.
Yeah, it's still not
It's
5
not
worthy?
playoffs. It's not playoffs. It is
It was
just like
playoffs. That was playoffs.
wait, wasn't it BO2?
No, I'm pretty sure that was playoffs.
Then I'll give it to him 5. That's
yeah,
5.
that was
five.
Okay.
playoffs. Because they won
That's
5
5.
games that series.
They went to
then-
like
Speaking-
5 games every
Lee Sin-
series. Yeah.
Look,
That was-
Lee
yeah,
Sin
that was
on
kinda-
pressure, mechanics, performed well. There's an insect. That one's good.
All right. Mattg, what about you?
Yeah, I'm gonna give that one a 4 as well, or just a 4. But it was a clean play. You know, Lee Sin with it was like what 3 enchanters or
Mhm.
something. It was. I remember someone was coping about that being. It was like, how are we supposed to play? They have Lee Sin with 3 enchanters. Like, it's fucking Lee Sin, man.
It's
But but it's PB Gashi. Lee Sin. Like, you went crazy in that clip. But yeah, I give it a 4.
Okay. I'm changing my stream on Discord, by the way, so that way you guys can see it easier.
Oh hell yeah.
oh,
Okay, there we go.
okay,
There we go.
this
We
is
should be
much
good now.
better.
It should be good.
Okay.
All right, bet. All right, here we go. So, my rating. My bad.
Yeah,
You
what's
said
your
you're giving it a 4? Oh, hold
Yeah,
on.
4.
Let me update that for you.
Give me my 4. Hell yeah.
What do I want to give that? I don't know. I don't know, man. I mean, nah, fuck that. It's a 5. Who am I kidding? Like, Moonstone. Ooh, that is not 5. That is a 1. Hold on. There we go. There it is. Yeah, that shit was crazy. Like, there's something about Lee Sin mechanics, and every time he's in the meta, you just know, like, the good Lee Sins are just. I don't know how to describe it. It's just it watching the good Lee Sins play is like almost unfair sometimes. It's like, how can that champ do that? It just doesn't make sense. But yeah, for sure. Ooh, hold on. I got some people DMing me. Yeah, we will get some callers on the line. This show is gonna go until Bozo himself lets me know that it's time for the draw show. If you guys need
until like midnight.
if you guys need to leave though, feel free to. Don't feel like you're being held hostage here. But yeah. So actually, yeah, and you know what? Let's get Brankles wants to call in. I know he's been a bit busy with celebrating Valentine's Day, but absolutely Brankles can call in. So yeah, go ahead and join the voice chat, Brankles. Let's get you up in here.
I think he joined and left for like a momentary thing.
Oh, did he? Yeah.
He joined and left. I think I saw his
someone
profile
joined the call. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, I was not paying attention to my DM. So if anyone wants to join this call, you have to at me in the Twitch chat. And
Marshall's been asking for it for the last hour.
Marshall's gonna wait because he's teamless.
Oh,
we give priority to people who are on teams.
Okay, if you only accept on teams or staff, you gotta be.
I know Zongi was out too.
Yeah. All right. Well, while we wait for Brinkles to get back to us, let's go to the last clip then. Here, let me set it up real quick. Oh, hold on. Let me see if I can actually. I'm gonna put our audio source on it too, so that way chat can hear you when you're giving your commentary.
Oh, yeah.
Sultan.
There we go.
Oh,
you were going crazy in that last one.
He was. Sultan was going crazy with it. Hold up.
Bro, there's something about it. It's just something about Lee Sin.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm Turkish. I'm a closer fan. You know, that motherfucker. The clutch plays. God damn. Oh, I saw the clip's name though.
Oh yeah, because I am streaming. All right, you guys ready?
Yeah.
That's fine. I don't care if you see it. All right, let's go ahead and transition it now.
9, 2, and 10 on the champion.
Okay.
And here again,
oh, this is like
same.
finals game
Farming
5.
more than 10 CS per minute on this Saya in game number 5, doing everything in his power.
Oh
to be
god,
the carry that
this is probably a 5 already.
I'm saying already.
Featherstorm is used. Oh my goodness, Gale Force plus the free charge or the
okay,
the
pings
back
are
of
coming
the
towards bot side.
Alrighty.
Oh my. Yep, you see? This is what I mean when I say Alpha is not as scary as Zeta. They have Giga Chads like Fireflans, Joker. These motherfuckers are just like going for solo kills on top laners. And then like that's game 5. That's game 5.
So that's a 5 for you?
No. I saw Flaydon adding me, but like in the chat. But like again, I'll give that a 5 because it's game 5 of finals. I think VLS was kind of the underdog at that point, and that's Joker putting them in place. It's just like, you might have took us to 5 games. I'll still solo kill your top laner. That is a 5 from me. Again, my ratings go according to the pressure of the game and the impact. So I'll give that a 5.
All right, Mattg.
I'm giving that one a 5 too. That was like one of those plays where it's like it's kind of like game changing, where it's like the top laner realizes he's like, shit, this guy's just better than me. I can't do anything. So I'm giving that one a 5. Just the importance of the game as well. Definitely a 5.
Okay, Marshall, if you keep DMing me, I will block you.
Also, I saw Brinkles. Oh, what's up, Brinkles?
Yeah, Brinkles isn't here, but I was gonna give that a 5 as well. So yeah, like that. I remember that play was crazy. And yeah, that's one of Joker's like, no, you sent 4 messages. Shut up.
That's a highlight play for sure.
Yeah,
that one's going in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, for sure. Alrighty, but we have Brinkles on the call. Go ahead and unmute for us, man. How's it going, bro?
It's going well. I'm excited for the upcoming split, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm surprised your wife let you join this call because it's Valentine's Day.
Hey, listen, I will say this: it is Valentine's Day, and my lovely wife is watching Gilmore Girls right now.
So you snuck away.
Well, no, we had a Valentine's Day breakfast this morning. That's what we did because because I have a daughter, so we can't really, go out late at night. So we had Valentine's Day breakfast, and then let's see, she also made us white chocolate mousse for dessert.
Oh, and that's when you got a family. Good for you, brother.
Yeah, for sure. Hold on, we got another staff member now who wants to join the call.
Hold on. Before we get to that, Redacted.
What's up?
I'm gonna give you something that you can put on the screen real quick.
Okay, send it to me.
Oh, perfect. Right.
Wait, is it a clip or is it an image?
I feel like it's gonna be.
It's an image.
Okay.
There you go.
Stupid ass mac and cheese.
Oh yeah. Okay,
you can share that.
Yeah. I'm gonna share this. Hold on. Hold on.
No, it's not mac and cheese. Don't worry, man.
It's
new split. Get new material,
bro. I'm sorry, but your mac and cheese is like that's forever. It's not. It's not.
You gotta get new material.
You gotta get new material, bro. We're not okay. We're not getting new material. Hey, not you trying to roast on live. Not the man with no soul trying to roast me on live. Bro,
just like your idol, Michael Jordan, bald as hell.
Hey, and how many rings he got? How many rings he got? How many rings he got? How many rings he got though?
It's shining right now. I can see the reflection from your light.
Matt G, he is Jordan. He's Michael C. Jordan. Not even Michael B. Jordan. He's just Michael C. Jordan.
Now Brinkles roasting too. But anyway, this is the content Brinkles wishes to show us right now. And tell us, Brinkles, what is this?
So one of our content guys made a tier maker list of the teams, and I was like, I'll just make this. Listen, I'm all about rooting for underdogs and content, and Marshall, there is no Dorado in the novice.
This is the novice league, by the way. This is the novice league tier maker. Is this for cool logos or teams that you think are going to do well?
Is this team quality or is this like logos?
Well, I would put Bing Chillers at C. Like I would put them lower. No, I would put them lower.
Wait, is this for logos or like team quality though? You didn't say.
Oh no, this is just how I feel. Like,
this
is just how I feel. This is just how I feel it's gonna go. How it's gonna go down. Listen. I love Rated Kings. We know that. All right, we got Rated Kings at the top.
And then Let Him Cook's logo is just too good.
Yeah, Let Him Cook. I have to. And they've also been really active in the trash talk. Bing Chillers
just one guy so far, not the whole team.
No, but Bing hey, listen. One guy can carry a team. We've seen that.
That guy's about to get violated. That guy's about to get violated on Thursday.
But Bing Chillers would be what Bing Chillers would be S, but Albino Mac drops it to C.
Ah, fair enough. Yeah.
Fair enough for sure, indeed. Yeah, and we thank you for this, Brankles. And yeah, expect more content coming from Storm. I don't know when it's gonna drop. Maybe it'll drop before the league actually starts. But that's for our novice league. I don't know who's content for intermediate or
I think
advanced.
it's Chelsea.
No, Chelsea's doing the
Chelsea's
big.
intermediate,
She's
I
doing the
think.
she's doing the big power rankings. I don't know if she's
Yeah.
gonna do like
like regular.
more, yeah, like regular stuff. I mean, if any player out there also feels like they want to do content for the league, feel free to do so, and then reach out to a staff. We'll go ahead and post it as long as it's appropriate. And then yeah, like we can get it cracking up in here. But yeah, Chelsea is on power rankings, Zongi. Sev though, we got Sev up in here too. What's up, man? How's it going?
Sev.
Hello, brothers.
What's up, Sev?
Oh, Sev's here. I gotta go.
Yeah, Sev.
Huh?
Sev is on our intermediate roster staff, I believe. Correct?
That is correct.
Did you do work this split?
Of course he did work. Don't even ask that question.
I don't know, man. I ain't seen Steph in any of the apps or anything like that. He's been real quiet.
I've been around. I've been very quiet. I've been doing a lot of other shit.
Okay. I'm
speak.
I'm just messing.
Can't
with you,
speak
Sev.
on stream, but
Got you,
I've been around. I've been helping a little bit here and there. You know.
Cool. Well, we appreciate you for all your hard work, Sev. What do you think about those intermediate rosters when they were coming in?
Oof. To be honest, I mean, comparing it to the previous season of CCS, I think they're weaker overall.
I agree with that. It's not ridiculous to say that.
No. I mean, it may be a hot take to some people, but I think overall it's probably weaker.
I think
I was expecting probably some more known orgs to join, like other than Dorado, other than TA.
Yeah.
I was expecting some other, not any in particular, but just like some other orgs, bigger ones to come in, but that did not be the case.
Oh, well, also I want to mention something, and
Go ahead.
this is for our like sponsorship for the Rats team.
Oh,
For some reason, Horizon was not included there. It is just going as Rats. We can't say no. Like Horizon took us in, So
yeah, we're gonna
that,
update that. It's been updated in your roles
Yeah.
at least,
Pretty
but
sure
it hasn't been
I thought I
updated on
updated it,
rosters yet. No, it
I
hasn't.
did,
just want to make sure those guys are paying the entry fee. We gotta show them respect.
They'll get credited. Don't worry.
Yeah.
They'll get credit when we go 0-9. It's fine.
Don't worry. Roster staff will eventually do more of their job.
I'll do it eventually.
Yeah. Except for Seth. Seth's been great, but Mattg, that guy's been sucking.
Mattg always doing
Don't let me talk. Don't let me
bro.
talk shit on Seth.
I don't do anything. What?
Mattg.
I don't do anything.
You have Dojos' position right now. He should definitely be department head.
Yeah. Go ask him if he can play an APL. Go ask him.
But anyway, you know what? Let's open it up to Twitch chat. Is there any Twitch chatters we have that want to join the call besides Marshall?
Not Marshall.
You done pissed me off, Marshall.
I know Kaiser and Zongi were both asking to come in. Bring
Zolan. Redacted, I will
bring Zolan.
Oh,
Zolan.
I'll hop off Redacted so people can hop on, but just let you know the novice spring 2023 opening is exporting as we speak.
Hey, that's what I like to hear. So, yep, Branko's got plenty of content coming for y'all. Our opening videos and then our reaction videos and whatnot. They will be great. So stay tuned for that. Novice League starts on Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Thank you, Brankos, though, and have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your night. And
yeah.
All right. So who we getting up in here? Overic? You said? Oh my God, there's like a lot of people in general chat.
Zol said he wanted to join.
I think it was Zol, Kaiser.
Where's Kaiser? I don't see Kaiser in any of the.
Kaiser typed like a while ago. He might have just left.
Bring Zol in here.
Tell Kaiser to get in voice chat, and we'll bring him in. But I guess we'll bring, Pat Riley.
Bring
Pat Riley.
Pat Riley of Amateur himself. All right, Pat Riley.
Jerry Boss of Amateur Plat.
Yeah, what's going on, Pat Riley? It's Zol up in here. Can you hear us?
Yo.
What's going on, bro?
Not much. Just watching, waiting for the draw, Mickey Mouse League, watching a real league in AML. You know how it is.
You
No,
spitting right now.
Nah, I don't know, man. Look, I work here, so I cannot neither confirm nor deny any of those statements.
All right, let's talk. We can talk contracts later. We'll be going for you, redacted. Redacted. Don't you feel you deserve a better boss than Flay in February of all months?
Bro,
on Dorado getting chips. My goodness,
bro, man. Look, man. You know what? You're right. I've been under a lot of stress recently, and I don't feel like there's just any support here for me. You know?
Yep.
Yeah,
Obviously,
I've been getting gaslit, and so many microaggressions. Okay, let me stop. But nah. Oh, Flay's just messaging me stuff. Never mind. Anyway, so let's continue our conversation, man. So like, yeah, man, how you feeling about all your teams so far? Like, what thoughts you got for us, or do you have any questions for me?
Questions. Why did you let Scrot get violated like that?
Oh my god!
Oh God!
Bro.
Answer that one.
Yeah, y'all just let him get gunned down, and and to follow up that question, why is there a certain flying animal named player with similar stats in the league? But as we can talk about that later.
A little interesting. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
it's
I'd like
fine.
to.
Birdo.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's rigged just like when Flay gave us 2 bans on Hazem. Just to make it interesting. He paid. Do you guys know Flay paid us like $500 to make CBR go to game, like, what was it, game 4, game 5?
I thought it was
Game
game
5. Yeah.
Yeah, it was big. It was big.
I can believe it. But so I had nothing to do with Scruff's yeetedness. As you all know, like my nickname literally in your server is S tier instigator. Like, I'm content and production only. I purposely avoided being on the roster staff so that way my own personal biases would not affect any decisions. Because I already told you, Flay and Matt Gino, they see me in some of the chats. I would have gone full content on some of these rosters that we're applying. So y'all should be very grateful that I am not on the roster staff. I'm just saying. Like, Mommy's guy would have stayed in. Like, I'm not kicking that guy, all right? Moonstone was giving us views. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Hazem has has his thoughts on players like that. You know, we
don't need to go into that. We don't need to go into that.
Yeah,
but,
that was a dark moment in CCS.
Yeah. But let me do this real quick before we go further, because I see we got like a shitload of people now in the voice chat.
Yeah, okay, let's do it quick. Get people in.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get more people in, but I need to do this because I know you know the rules, but I don't know if any of these other people know the rules. So for any of our viewers at home who want to be in this voice comm, that's cool and all, but do not come on here acting a fool. Don't come saying any racist stuff, any transphobic stuff. Anything in our server rules do apply. If you act out, you are going to get banned. Like, you don't play that shit here. So
I'm playing in the league.
Come and join and say some slurs. Do it.
Hey, listen to the ginger at your own risk, alright? But that is your only warning. So yeah. Let's see.
One big question for Zol. Wait.
Yeah, you go ask.
Do you think last season Zeta or this season Alpha or Tau? Which one?
Last season Zeta probably. I think they're just. I mean, player quality wise, it's probably not too different, but it's just like the synergy they had. I think it's what made Zeta what they were more than anything. Obviously, they're really skilled, but it's just it was 5 players that just would die for each other on the Rift. So it's really hard to find that in most comp teams.
Man, you're really making Zoe pick favorites of all of his sons. My goodness.
Okay, hold on. I got our next person. I heard about this Zongi guy that's been trying to get in the voice comm, so I'm about to pull them in.
Yeah, all right. Well, really quick before I go, unless we're doing multiple at a time. But
no, we do multiple at a time. It's fine.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, you said what are my thoughts for this split when we started?
Yeah.
Before I ask my fair questions, I think that we're winning intermediate. We're taking 1 and 2, and advanced. I think it'll be a little harder, but I do think that we are up there for as contenders. I think
Who's
we're
winning
pretty new
novice?
in diamond, so I don't. I don't think I have as much knowledge of the diamond scene as I do of the plat scene to safely say that we are, clear favorites, as opposed to like I'd rather just say that we are contenders, strong contenders.
Papa Zoe being humble. Never heard of it. Just say you're gonna win it all, bro.
Wait, why do I have 3 Dorado people in my voice comm now? Yeah,
This is a league,
that
that's
is
why.
past the limit.
That's not Dorado.
He's Dorado
That's our
affiliate,
league.
man. Come on.
Am I?
Seb,
Yeah, it's the
you,
Dorado
you
Championship
always
Series.
wish Dorado teams good luck before their matches.
Huh?
Don't
Yeah,
make
it's
me
'cause
air out.
Seb's nice.
Don't make
Why
me
you
air out your
leaking
dirty. Don't make
DMs,
me
bro?
air out your dirty
Oh,
laundry,
leaking,
Seb.
that's confidential.
Yeah, that's
Don't
pretty
make
good.
me air out your dirty
No,
laundry,
next-
bro.
Next, he's gonna leak the collusion between me and Flay
Exactly, it's
to
coming.
win APL.
Leaking DMs, my goodness.
Oh, okay.
But
I
all right,
just saw
we
Zeta
got
lose.
we got Zongi
Maggie.
up in here. Zongi, how's it
Alright.
going? So you don't have to leave because I think you want to talk to this person. I have a feeling you might.
Not really.
Oh, okay.
No, not like in a, I don't want to talk to him, but it's like, what are we gonna say?
Okay.
What are you gonna say? We suck, and then I'm gonna say we stole your lunch money in APL. So,
Zongi, are you there though? Can you hear us?
I'm here.
Okay, what's going on, man? First of all, what team do you play for? Because
yeah, he said you were nobody, man. I would take that personally.
Oh,
Dude,
here we go.
personally, Redacted's the only real one in here, so I'm gonna let it slide.
Lotus Prestige, no?
Yeah, Lotus Prestige.
And what position do you play?
I'm the best top laner in this damn league.
Oh, we got another top
Okay.
laner. Dear God. All right, let's hear it. Come on, what you got to tell us, man?
What you tell us?
All I gotta say is what I've been saying in intermediate chat all day.
Oh,
alright?
that's you. Okay,
That's right.
got it.
Dude, everyone's been sleeping on our team. We had one inting bot lane combo in APL, and everyone wants to shit on us when we finish first in our group. I have to put $100 in an ego checked bet just to satiate this freaking chat. They're all going after me just because I'm telling the truth, telling them how it's gonna be, and I gotta screenshot all these freaking Twitch messages throughout the entire chat so I can put them in there like 4 weeks down the line when we're on top and Dorado's like 1 and 3.
Oh.
When were we 1 and 3?
Not only a loss to Lotus, but 1 and 3.
No, we were never 1 and 3 at any point. I
No,
think.
he's saying that for this one. So.
Hey,
he's going
Flay,
for the other one.
Flay, I see you in Twitch chat,
Was-
Flay. You
oh.
better be done with all them apps and stuff, bro.
No,
Yeah, you said that for
I
this
seen that.
one.
I seen that
Okay.
Lotus roster. I'm not worried.
We
Yeah,
gotta
I
have
ain't
like
worried about
a
that.
loser leaves the Discord server type thing here.
Oh, CCS Deathmatch server?
I
CCS
did
Deathmatch
that.
server?
I
don't-
did that a while back with Zone, you know? Like
Yeah.
we were clashing in the top lane. I lost. I took it to the heart. You leave the server for a week. You can come back in your next game. Can we put
I'm
a
totally
like
down
that?
to do that along with
Who's the
my
enemy
money
top
later.
laner? Is
Bozos
it
would do that as well.
who's
Wait,
the
what?
enemy top? Oh, is it between Mattg
it's
and
between him and
Zongi?
Bozos,
No,
right?
it's between Dojos and Zongi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you guys gotta figure that out. But you know, I like those type of things. You
It's
can't.
crazy. Dorado, they have like the best jungler I've ever seen, Goaty, and they let him off-roll mid lane. I like just don't understand what they are thinking. Like, why is
You got the
We-
owner right
we have
here.
a good, we
He's-
have a
he's
good
mid
jungler
laner.
already, and we need a mid laner, and he plays mid,
Yeah.
so we might as well put him there. He's a good jungler, though. You're right. So that means you know ball. But if you also knew ball, you know that Bozos is also really good.
Oh, mega.
I have
You
never
gotta
heard
know
that
ball.
name in my life.
That's how I know you're not knowledgeable.
I don't
Hey,
need
you're
to
gonna
be
learn about
knowledgeable
him
to
week
win.
3. You're gonna learn about him.
Oh my
Dude,
goodness.
all I need to learn is how much money I'm gonna be making off your team.
None. I'm afraid.
I don't know. We'll see. But Zongi, my question for you though, Lotus Prestige, right? I just want to make sure I got your team right, because that's correct, right?
Yeah, you got it.
Okay, just making sure. Yeah, you guys are a new org to me. I don't really like traverse the amateur scene much. So what can you tell us about your org and like what Like, tell us about your org and stuff, basically.
So we have like a simp owner who
simp
for every girl he invites to the server, and we are a ton of boomers on our roster.
How old is your average age of your team? You can give me a rough math number.
I would say like
won't air you out like that.
25, 26,
God
something
damn.
like that.
Grandpas.
So we're all old as fuck, and we're still gonna wipe the floor. But either way, I don't know. We have like a ton of different rosters. We used to play in X and C a lot. Now we played in APL a couple splits ago. Took some time off so I can refine my top lane, and we could find some new players for our team because we had to make some changes after APL. And now I'm pretty confident. Like, not only are we gonna finish first in group like last time, but we're not gonna get knocked out in round 1 of playoffs.
Okay. Well, good luck to you. I mean, there's a lot of doubters. I won't say I'm doubting you. I just don't know you. So, I'll just have to wait and see what
You'll
things
find
look
out.
like.
You'll find out.
But yeah, let's see. Is there anyone else that wants to ask a question? Zongi, if you want to hang out here, you can. If you want to leave voice chat, you also can as well.
No, I'm gonna bounce. I'm gonna play some Dark and Darker. The only good game I have right now.
Okay, well, have fun with that, and thanks for coming in. We'll see you on the Rift tomorrow, actually.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Appreciate the content, ladies.
Yeah, sees. All right. Anyone got any questions for us? Anyone wants to come in voice chat? Should I let Marshall in now?
Sure. Why not?
All right, Marshall, you're coming in. Get ready. And you. Oh, actually. And here are your conditions for coming into the voice chat. You got to tell us why you got kicked off your team.
True. Yeah.
I want the tea.
He was on the team.
He was on TA Blaze.
TA Blaze.
Spoiler alert.
All right, Marshall, did you hear that?
No.
All right, what's the tea, bro?
What happened? TA Blaze. I heard there was a
change in rosters.
That shit was my fault. Full respect to TA Blaze. They're going to be a great team this split. I think it's going to be Tau, then Blaze, then Alpha in that order. You can quote me on that. And
go on. Don't be dry paint.
Say something crazy about a team. Say a team sucks some. Give us some content.
I think most teams are going to suck.
Are you still looking for a team there? Are you going to still try and play in advanced or?
I'm still going to try to play advanced though. I'm probably going to hit Masters soon, so that's the goal.
Okay.
If I do get a team in here, it'd be great because I know you guys have really like high quality league. But if I don't, I don't. You know.
High quality.
Yeah, he doesn't know.
Hey.
He doesn't know.
I'm not sure about
despite what people say,
Flay, where are we going next?
This league's actually really good.
How much did Flay pay you to say that? Come on now.
Flay, where are we going next? Flay, say it in chat.
Flay doesn't even have PayPal, so. And I see you in chat. You're lucky. You're like 5'4", bro. Shut up.
All right, hold on, Marshall. While we got you up in here, we got another person. His name is Alas. I'm not sure what team he's from, but he also wants to come into the chat and say something. So I'm gonna drag him in too.
ID Tom.
Halas. Oh, is that the Fui guy?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
What guy?
Yeah, I think
the
he's
Fui.
TA. Oh, never mind.
Wait. Who in?
Ben, come after me when you actually.
And you see,
hold
on. You see, and this is why I was asking y'all to change your server nicknames. Do you see what I'm saying now? Like, I'm not trying to be this communist dictator, so I'm just saying it makes it so much easier for me to know
what role do you play?
Who people are.
I did change my summoner to the account I'm using.
Oh, the mid laner. You're the mid laner.
I change name every season, so it's hard
I
to
see.
follow.
I ain't got an issue with that, and I'm not just talking about you, Alas, or what do you want to be called? What do you want to be called?
You'd call me. I mean, Fui. I guess I'm more known under Fui than any other names.
Okay, yeah. So we'll call you Fui. Yeah, I'm not just singling you. I'm just saying in general because like we always get an influx of people, and then you got people talking crazy or whatnot. And you're just like, who are you?
Who?
Like, who are you, bro? So that's part of the reason why like the whole server nickname IGN thing was implemented because especially when y'all open tickets or when you try and talk to staff, and we're just like, bro, who are you?
Oh, that's perfectly fair, and you're right about that. Because if you also want to like who you're talking to in like the J chat or trash talk, you also make sure you don't at the wrong person.
True.
That's like really embarrassing.
Exactly.
The trash talk. Because trash talk's fun, but you don't want to shoot the wrong guy.
Exactly. But you know what, Mattg and Sultan, I'm gonna let y'all take over the conversation real quick because I need to start configuring for the what's this thing called? The draw show. So yeah.
Okay. So, wait, how do you say that?
Yeah,
Snow. I'll just go snowfall. I'll just go snowfall. My English is already like half bad, and I can't like sometimes pronounce things. So, what is your expectations for intermediate? There was the draw show yesterday, and then today we kind of went over the teams. We didn't spend too much time on ID Toxin, but I know ID from like some players previously playing on it. So, what would you tell us about your team?
So, I mean, I've been around for quite some time. I've played like in UJL and all the leagues. I kind of know like everyone is playing this split, or like almost. There's certain teams that I don't really know a lot about them, like Stun Middos. Not sure who they are exactly. But what I can say is that ID Toxin is probably a team that I have the least idea of what's going on. The players that I know the less are the players on my team, unironically. So I don't know where we stand in this league, but for sure, this is. I mean, I don't. I guess it's because it's a winter split. It seems like CCS Intermediate is way less stacked than it should have been, or like how it was this summer. I do expect Dorado probably go away with the championship again. Their teams are probably the most stacked out of any teams in there. Hardad Zone seems to have a pretty good team too. And beside that, everyone else seems to be like in the middle of the pack.
I agree. I think you guys also had the first roster change of the split. I think you guys added Sutek, if
Yeah,
I'm not
well,
wrong.
Izzo.
Sutek, I have to interrupt real quick. That freaking addition was hilarious because y'all are literally LFT in the chat talking about, hey, we're looking for a jungler. Here comes Sutek, just I'm a jungler, week 2, baby. That was funny. All right, I'm muting again.
Sutek's pretty good, all things considered. I think he's like a fun addition to any team.
Yeah, so we've been looking for jungler for quite some time.
Okay. Wait, by the way, Redacted, are we gonna pull anyone? Do you know?
No, sorry, we're not gonna pull anyone else because we're actually going to go to a short break in like a minute and a half here.
Okay. Wait, give me a second then. I gotta do this for my teammates. I'll pull the rats here for a second.
Oh my god.
This is the whole roster here.
It's a raid, holy.
What the? Sultan, not you hijacking my show.
Got your show jacked, bro.
Rats clear, rat takeover. Let's go.
Rats clear. It's not even fucking close.
The rats found their way through the sewers.
They were sitting in there for a while, and I know they were not gonna accept anyone for longer.
Oh my
to
god,
be
I hear
honest.
everybody twice through the Twitch replay. Oh my god, I'm actually imploding.
Oh, I literally
Okay.
asked in Gen Chat who else wants to join in, and nobody said anything.
They were just sitting in the Gen Chat. They were just sitting in Gen Chat.
Yeah, who would want to be on this?
Oh, we're gonna
podcast?
kick them. We're gonna kick them soon, so it doesn't matter. But like,
yeah.
So again, I'll ask my own teammates. What do you guys think of the competition?
Competition? I don't know what you mean.
There is no competition. Okay.
Rats clear.
True.
So before I dip, I am LFT and subscribe to my OnlyFans.
I was about to kick
How
that
much,
one
bro?
forever.
He's got some good stuff on there. I ain't gonna lie.
What you mean, Sev? How much? What?
Yeah, foot Dixon?
Don't worry about it, bro.
All right, y'all. Well, with that being said, we are actually going to cut to a short break as we prepare for the draw show. We'll be back in about 5 to 7 minutes. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Y'all motherfuckers not staying for this. Get the
All right, and then you count us on whenever you're ready. Welcome everybody to the.
Oh, the cuffed. God damn.
I was not counting down. Regardless, welcome to the CCS Advanced Draw. I am Flay. For some of you, we did this yesterday, if you saw the intermediate draw. But unlike yesterday, I'm actually joined here by Matt, who's actually one of our roster staff people here at CCS Advanced, and Sultan, who is one of our casters. How are you guys doing today? And I was going to introduce you later. I'm going to introduce your analyst first.
Redacted.
Everybody knows you redacted. You're the celebrity
Anyway,
here.
how are my two analysts doing?
Oh, you know, we're doing good.
That's
Podcast going well.
Good.
As well as it could, right?
Yeah,
And then speaking of the podcast themselves, the host, Redacted himself, also joined us here. They're going to help us with the show and kind of figure out what our two groups are going to be here in our 22 CCS league. Now, we have 3 pools, and the way this was divided, for those of you guys are asking, pretty simple. What we do is you just look at your last season peak rank of all your accounts. So obviously, I would say, unfortunately, many of you Diamond Masters players like making new accounts. So it took a lot to look for every single account to find your peak ranks, but we did, and we found your peak rank. And so essentially, we put your peak rank in. We have a linear system that kind of values. So, for example, if your peak rank was D4, it's like 1 point. Peak rank was D3, 2 points, etc., all the way up to Masters. Unfortunately, we are not able to check the peak LP rank last season, as many of you know, which is why it was end season rank. So obviously, your Masters, it counts to full points. We add those points up. We rank all the teams based on solo queue rank. We order them up. We divide it up in 3 pools. We do a bit of discretionary adjustments for teams that are close. For example, if 2 teams are very close together and we know one of the teams has performed here before and has good experience, we may move them up. But in general, most of these pools are decided by your solo queue rankings. So, wait, a Masters of Millie, shut up. So, without further ado, our pool 1 is only 4 teams. And the reason we decided is, as you guys know, for our league structure, to quickly explain that, there's 2 groups of 10 teams, a 9-week single round system. You play everyone in your group 1 time. The top 2 gets a bye. 3, 4, 5, and 6 goes to the first round. Obviously, 7, 10 are eliminated. And then once you get into playoffs, the first seed has the ability to pick their opponent from the first round, and then you carry on forth. The playoff system is very similar. If you guys are aware, to the old NFL system. So you have the first and second seed, and then 3 versus 6, 4 versus 5 on both sides in the bracket. And the playoffs are cross-group. So while you're not going to play the group in the regular season, you are going to be playing against your other opponents in the playoffs. So, without further ado, Redacted, if you'd like to spin Pool 1 to figure out the first team in CCS that will be joining us. And also, if you'd like to share your screen so we can see if that's possible.
It's on stream.
For us, yes. If it's possible. If not, that's fine. We'll just look at Twitch. One moment. We do not pay our production staff here enough of a living wage, so they're currently operating on a hamster wheel. So give them a second here. Billy B, I'll kill you. Yes, sir. Oh, hell no.
Well,
put some Kanye on.
Man, spin the wheel. Nah, it's actually worth it for Kanye. He's a goat.
Yeah, it is worth it. That's a go right there. I stand with everything he's ever said.
No. All right. Our first team here in Pool 1 is pretty much the defending champions from last year, Dog Alpha. I say pretty much. Technically speaking,
literally
the
only
defending champions are Zeta. Yes, but they are the successor. If we had to have a quote unquote successor roster, it would be Dog Alpha. Dog Alpha returns here with a roster that is pretty different from the one in CCS, but still has the core player, and I'd argue probably their MVP last split in Shima. The roster itself currently includes Hazem, who was part of the CCS Plat Team Gamma, who won. Riddy, who is Riddy. Carino, also part of the Gamma roster that won with CCS Plat. And then Notech, who was technically a Zeta player, a sub on that team.
That doesn't count.
Joined us, technically speaking, who now joins, but he was also well known as a CB Starlight support and also played last split in CCS Fall. Sultan, thoughts on this roster of his revamped Dog Alpha team joining us here in Group A? And a quick disclaimer before you say that, there are 2 dog teams. I believe there are also 2 TA teams, if I'm not trolling. Teams of the same or it cannot be drawn together. So if that happens, we have to redraw. Sultan, thoughts on this dog alpha team?
So we kind of talked about in the podcast as well, but I feel like this team doesn't hit as like it doesn't have the same effect that Zeta had. Like Zeta was coming in as a squad that played with each other before, and when we asked Zola as well, he was just like, that's what made Zeta really that top tier team. The synergy that the amount of time they spent with each other. These players, they're still good players for our league. Shima, as you said, MVP. Hazem, I think there might be some consistency issues. With Riddy, that guy is not only Riddy, the guy won the BOL Diamond with his squad. From a basic... Well, a real league, maybe not as hard as CCS here. The competition was maybe a bit lower, but again, a league a chip is a chip, you know. He still won something, and like the guy, he's been, I think, one of the best performing low masters, high diamond junglers that I've seen in the scene. So I think that is definitely like the one upgrade that they have from Zeta. I think this team will come down to if Hazem can perform consistent, and can the bot lane fill the shoes? How much they can fill the shoes of Geocrank Kibbles?
Matt, any thoughts to add on the map?
I think this Alpha team's actually one of the tournament favorites. I think they're really good. Carino, I think, is a really good ADC. I think he's probably one of the best ADs that we have in this league. Riddy, solid jungler as well. He's whatever. I think a lot of junglers will match him, probably do better. And then yeah, there's Hazem. Hopefully, semifinals. They better have a top sub.
Unfortunately for them, they if they finish top 2, they'll get buyed right. Actually, no, they'll be right before semis. So he'll have a warm-up game before he has to play semis.
Ah, okay, that's fine.
Sure. I mean, I don't think it will matter because it's the last split, but
yeah,
sure.
Chorus, so.
Yeah. Hypothetically speaking, yeah. Hypothetically speaking.
But yeah, I think this team is probably going to be the best team in the league, in my opinion.
All right. Yes, sir. And there are 4 teams for Pool 1. So now we have CB Diamond, Akuma, and TA Nebula. So spin again. By the way, they cannot hear you. Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, let's just keep it that way.
You don't need to hear Redacted either way.
He's just here to spin the wheel.
The wheel elite, though. Speaking of elite,
the wheel goes crazy.
Wait, is it lagging? Oh, TA... It was actually lagging on screen, but it is TA Nebula is the team that was spinned. We're not. We're...
Sorry. Okay, it works out.
Wait, what?
I was trying to hit remove.
Oh, okay.
The we call it, the website seems to have glitched. It was not rigged. I promise you, we do not care enough to rig it. Believe me. TA Nebula is the second team drawn here on CCS Group B. You know, this is a team of actually fairly familiar faces, maybe from other areas. So we have Sivir, Pig Boss Moo, Wind Trading, Dallas, and Respirate. Dallas, many of you will remember, had a strong start to the Plat CCS split and ID Frozen, and then a less than memorable playoffs, to be quite honest. He does ascend up into the D1 Masters level, and now has joined TA Nebula with some more well-known players, Wind Trading, Severe, Pig Boss Moo. They were actually part of a CCS Fall Diamond split, had a pretty solid showing, coming up in the quarterfinals in our more miniature split. They're back again. Going up to Matt right here, what do you think of this TA Nebula team? They were considered one of our Pool 1 teams. All of them had very strong solo queues. I think this team has 4 Master Peak players last split. So what are your thoughts of this team coming in now into Group B?
I think they're gonna be pretty solid. I've played against Dallas before. I think he's a pretty good AD carry.
Dallas is he a 2-time All-Star MVP?
He is winner? My teammate in in one of the MVP or All-Star.
Yeah, All-Star
things.
Yeah, All-Star tourney. 2-time winner.
He got me a VRD chip, so I respect that. And yeah, I think they'll be a strong team for sure. But I don't have them as one of the teams that's gonna go all the way. I think they'll have a good playoff run, but I think some of these teams are just a bit stronger.
You got them as a fake Pool 1 seed?
Yes. Oh yeah, and they have Holy Carrot as their jungler. I forgot.
Yes. Yes.
Then yeah, nothing changed.
Sultan, do you think T Nebula is a
Mm.
fake pool 1 team, or do they live up to their solo queue hype?
I think they can be like a tier 1 team. I guess like the pool 1 team. But personally, I would choose TA Blaze over TA Nebula. Like because we can't have like 2 at the same place. I would choose TA Blaze over TA Nebula. But I think they was their name TA Blue? I think they played in BOL. I think they play in like I think this something really similar to this roster. I think Vind, Dallas, and Severe played in BOL together, and they did lose to Riddy's team.
Ooh.
So
BOL
there's like
already.
yeah. So again, you said BOL doesn't have competition, so like he beat I think TA on the way that had Vind and Severe. So they face again. At least not until playoffs, but you know, it will be an interesting matchup. And I think again, Severe, I think he's normally and he was an ADC main that started playing top last split, and he's been performing really well. I remember he played against Nodal. I think it was like CB Diamond's top laner, where he outperformed him with decent wit. So he is kind of like the play that I'm looking forward to how he performs this split.
Yeah, and you guys know my opinion on TA teams. They Lowbacks had Adamy and Trash Talk talking about I didn't have faith in him. TA has yet to beat the CCS curse. I don't think you guys have ever even reached. Have they reached conference semifinals?
I think
ever.
I think TA Knight maybe.
No,
and like Diamond Tourney aside, Diamond Tourney's different. Like
TA Knight lost in the first round. No.
Oh,
but like regular split CCS, TA has not.
TA Light. Oh, TA Light. My teammate.
TA hasn't got far in the regular CCS. So maybe Lowbox, you can prove me wrong. Dallas, we know, is a pretty damn good ADC. So we'll see how that team does as well. But yeah, we can get back to the wheel.
Dallas Warrior Brothers. All right. Our next spin in pool 1 here between CB Diamond and Akuma. We'll see what's going on here.
Akuma Katanas, right?
Yes, Akuma Katanas.
Oh, look
and Legoat himself joining. God, I love that name. That's such an elite. I don't know how. Bit of a sidetrack. I don't know how their jungler got Legoat James as their fucking name. That is hilarious to me.
It's respect.
It just, I don't know how no one else got it, is kind of the thing. But Akuma Katanas joins us here in Group A. They're joined here. The Akuma organization actually made their debut in CCS Lot Split and Plat, but they're more well known as a higher elo league. They come in their debut, I guess, in higher elo of CCS. They have a roster of Kimchi on Rice, Legoat James, DX, AKMX Fluke, and Sully. Sultan, any thoughts or insights on this Akuma roster here coming in joining Alpha in Group A?
I don't like specifically know the players, but I think Akuma has been just like a org that's been performing decent, especially in like Plat to Diamond, like higher things. I think it was Aegis's first split that they had where Akuma won. The split beating CB Rush, which like CB Rush at the time was like a stacked roster. So like any roster that Akuma brings, I think will most likely be really good and like a contender at the least. Their players right now, I think if one player was like that I should focus on, I think it would be Deox, their mid laner. He looks really solid. He plays ADCs as well, so like there might be even like some flex opportunities between this mid AD players, which right now the meta is like really open to just flex picks, ADC spot lane, things like that. So I feel like this team might be one of the teams that we don't really know much about starting at the beginning of the split, but by the end we might just count them in as like a really top tier team.
Matt, any thoughts on that?
On the Akuma team, I'm pretty sure Soli was a sub on Zeta last split. I don't know if they played, but I'm like 90% sure. I've heard a little bit about X-Fluke, not too much. He's peaked high ranks, so on paper sounds pretty good. Yeah. And then Legoat James, of course.
I love that name. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
He knows ball. He can't be bad, right?
He's about to go through like he's about to sweep the whole season, just undefeated. He's gonna come on the finals interview and be like, "That's too easy," and, you know. We're calling, and that's it. I think they're gonna be a solid team. I have them over the TA team, to be honest, but Yeah, I think they're gonna be good.
I have no thoughts on the roster itself because I haven't looked at it, but I do like the name. So.
Yeah, he clears your bald idol. All right, moving forward. Pool 1. If you can spin just for the sake of integrity.
It seems we're having some technical difficulties talking about Michael Jordan. Oh,
Lord. I hate you. Moving forward, I wonder who's going to be. Any guesses? Any thoughts?
Wait, the CB Diamond team is called CB Gaming.
Same shit, doesn't matter.
CB, yeah, exactly.
I
actually thought they were called CB Diamond, to be honest. But
oh, were they? I don't know.
No, that's what I thought, but we can change that later. Moving forward, the CB Gaming roster, that is obviously for org. Joining us here is the last Pool 1 team in Group B.
Oh, it's CB Diamond, apparently.
Oh, it is CB. Okay, so I wasn't trolling. I don't know why. See, this is why I gotta change it real quick. Oh, already updated?
He said CB Diamond.
Okay, cool. That's why I thought it was. I thought it was CB Diamond. Moving forward, though, CB Diamond come joining us here with their roster. I'm gonna start with Matt here. CB Diamond, an organization CB, I think, has had a lot more success in the Diamond Elo as opposed to Plot Elo. I mean, obviously we have CB Rush, but I really consider CB Rush kind of its own separate org. To be honest, basically it's Rutledge's org. So I don't know if I'm going to attribute that to the CB management, but Marquez, he's very, very, very what do you call it? Aggressive in getting signups. I mean, I see this man on looking for players like every server. This dude's spamming. And I've seen CB honestly do have great success in BOL. Coming to CCS. Obviously they had their CB Starlight team. And the last play, I believe they had 2 CB teams as well in their fall team. Yeah. So back again in CCS. So knowing that, Mattg, what are your thoughts on this CB team entering it?
Honestly, I haven't really heard about any of the players on this team other than Snoop Dogg. I know Snoop Dogg starts on Zeta, currently playing in Aegis right now. I've heard he's a pretty solid player, and I've seen him play. Seems pretty smart. Other than that, I don't know too much about the rest of their roster. So, but on paper, couple Masters player, they're high diamond, except for Virginity Haber 36.
Apparently it's not Nodell is what it is.
That's Nodell. Okay.
Wait, what? What was that IGN?
Virginity Haber.
Okay, respect. I mean, yeah, Nodell, he played in our Diamond tournament.
Man.
He did play well during it.
He did. Shadows lost season, right?
Yeah, didn't they win?
They won.
They won, yeah.
Yeah, they won the CCS.
That's the CCS champion. We gotta put respect on the name.
Doki's name right?
I think this roster will do well. On paper, they look pretty good. So, I'm excited to see.
Sultan, any thoughts?
I actually played with 2 of these players. I played with Christian. I played against Snoop Dogg in BOL Diamond, I think last year. And like now we see him on Zeta. And their mid laner is Emad, which is like he changed his name. He changed his name to 9v1 Mad, which like he's a really good player. He's a really mechanical player. He likes to like skill check people. That might sometimes go the other way, which is like that's why I would say it is kind of hard to like estimate how good this team going to be, because I feel like their top and mid, their soul laners can stomp their lanes really hard, but at the same time, one mistake and they're just like out of the game. So again, I think like this will be similar to Dorado Gaming Alpha, where it's just going to come down to consistency in solo lanes, and like the jungler will just be there to kind of facilitate the solo laners. So I don't know much info about the bot lane, but he's Masters 83 LP already, and he seems like a Samira player, which means a lot of clip highlights possibly.
And our wonderful host, anything to add on? Before we get back to Matt, sorry.
Yeah.
Who, me? Oh.
Yes.
No, I have nothing to add. Sorry, I was reading something else. We can go on to the next pool.
No, Matt, did you have any thoughts or no?
Okay, so I didn't know it was Emad. I know Emad from way back in the day, back in the TDR days. He played on one of our teams. I think Emad's a great player.
Apparently, Riddy's saying it's not Emad though.
It is not.
It's not Emad.
Wait, isn't 9v1 Mad Emad?
Damn, we really caught account sharing live on CCS.
Alright, well of course.
That's my bad then.
Another waitlisted team on there. It's Aqua Luma apparently.
Oh, Emad. Oh, unfortunate.
Oh, wait, brothers. Okay.
But when I saw the champ pool, they just haven't made the roster change. Okay,
then.
I see. That makes sense. Because I was gonna say his name plus his champ pool. That was like, that's Emad. Like, unfortunate.
Live roster stuff coming in.
We just caught him
on the draw show.
Just roster staff slacking.
I mean, what else?
Yeah,
is
who
there?
would do
God.
that?
On
I
God.
wonder who to
though.
blame.
Yeah.
Nice lights turning on. All right, I think we've gone to pool 2 redacted. Is that correct?
That is correct. Let's go to pool
Alright.
2.
Just to be clear, we have drawn a TA team and a dog team. So if those get drawn
Why is
and we have a
Alpha in
group,
here?
then we will. It should be dog. I don't know why alpha's.
Why is there one alpha in there? There's Tau and Alpha. This is scuffed.
Hey, that's play.
Probably a misspelling for him. Spin it regardless, and I'll fix the team that's on dog alpha there. Should be another roster on there, not dog alpha. So just to be clear, shut up. All right, so present whenever you're ready. Redacted, and we'll move on. Let me see if I can find the missing roster if I didn't input correctly.
Where's OC Esports?
Oh my
no, they're right there. Okay, what's the missing team, Play?
Oh, well.
Look at his face.
Oh my
That is
god.
really awkward. Obviously, the one team that
Yo,
I
I'm
didn't know.
dead.
So I think the call here is to respin the wheel as I figure out who I misspelled. So if you could please click close, not remove, and respin that wheel, that'd be phenomenally.
Wouldn't it be funny if it landed on Dog Alpha again?
Yeah, I mean, I
hope it does. I hope
I'd
it
probably
does.
just delete
I
the
kind of hope it
search
does
at
too.
that point. Let me see, who am I missing?
Nameless.
Nameless Goobers.
Nameless Goobers. So Nameless Goobers here, joining us into Group A with Dog Alpha and Akuma Katanas. I guess Dog Alpha was drawn twice, so they'll be joining them 2 times. Nameless Gooblers, they have a very familiar name, but you guys should know. Random Capitals, superstar mid laner for the side, a former star of We Love Solberg. Honestly played phenomenal in last fall and last summer of CCS. He is back. Sultan, looking at this Nameless Goobers roster, which I don't know where the top laners out there unless they forgot to submit it. What do you think of the current thoughts of Nameless Goobers and their chance of CCS here?
Fun. I wouldn't call it fun fact, but I played against these guys in Meta Shift, I think a few days ago. If I'm not wrong, like last Friday. And they did beat my team, but I only played like 2 games in there. And like it wasn't really, I didn't really had a lot to do in that game, but they seemed like a good team. Especially their their top laner was weak. That like I don't think their top side was that strong, but especially their mid and bot lane, they have a really strong mid and bot side, I think, and like that is how they're gonna play through. Top laner that they had was kind of a coin flip player, and like he got stomped by Nodal, which is the CB Diamond top laner. So it kind of depends. I think they can perform decently well, but they are in the side of that they're in the group that I think it's that has the better top 2 teams. So that is kind of unfortunate for them, I would say.
Awesome. Just a quick update. Dog Alpha should have been Andromeda, excuse me. I don't know if it updated on you or if it didn't, and Dog Alpha gets drone. Just to be clear, that is what it's supposed to be.
Wait, who's it supposed to be?
It's supposed to be. Oh, let's mouth here. What do you call it? They are called Andromeda right after TA Blaze on the Masters GPCM. Probably what happened was whenever I was copying down more data, the Alpha and Andromeda probably.
Oh, Andromeda?
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
that's what it's supposed to be. Rigged 2 times live on stream. Love to see it.
I just want to say, Puff Zone. To Puff Zone chat, the Rats are a pool 4 team. You guys suck.
Okay, this is
I just had to
a
say
bit
that real
tangent.
quick.
Interesting, coming from an intermediate and novice player.
Exactly.
To be clear, the Rats actually ranked as the last team of everyone's solo queue.
Did they really? What was their total points?
They were actually the 20th solo queue ranked team.
Yep. To be honest, because I think Philly B is like P4.
Philly B being
P1.
flat gives you 0 points, and everyone else is like at best D2. So like, you know.
You know that there's only one D2. That is like.
No, peaks.
Oh, peaks. Well,
Yeah.
then everyone is like D2 peaks, no?
No,
not Philly B.
No.
Oh,
that's
okay,
MVP Philly B. That's Philly B in the 4
To be honest,
all right?
true.
Rowdy Rank.
That alone is like worth 10 points.
But,
But,
Warrior
you know.
Brothers pool 57.
Oh yeah, the next pool, right? My fault.
Yes. Feel free to spin the next
I was responding to a DM. Somebody was asking me why their team was in last place and why Moonstone was 1. On the intermediate league, Apparently, they didn't watch the draw show. I'm gonna let you guess who DM'd me.
Man, sir, stop DMing him. Next fucking draw, please. We don't have time, Brad.
Lit Esports. The Dead Botting Championship.
Lit Esports, my goodness. Lit Esports. Where do we begin? You know, Matt, I'll let you begin this all here.
Lit Esports.
Can you put them
roster
on the
dock,
sheet, please?
Yeah, are they like? I don't know if that's is that
the
their
problem
actual
is,
roster?
They've changed their roster like 4 times. That's the issue.
I can't say too much about them as of right now.
I actually think they changed it 2 hours ago as well.
They did. They changed it. Hold on. When was it? They changed it like not even two. It was 4/18 months. So 7/18. That's when they changed it last. So we have not. We can't really say too much because I haven't really looked at it, to be honest. So yeah, their Dead Botting is back. He played in the Diamond Tourney last.
Why did he say it like that?
Everyone knows why.
I know, it's just the way you said it. Go on, continue.
Dead Botting is back.
With Living Phoenix, by the way, his support.
Well, we don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't looked at it. So we can't
tomorrow
say
it could
much.
be something completely different, right? And we have to.
We just go next team, honestly. I can't say.
Oh, all right. Yeah, honestly, yeah. Literally next team because Lit Esports is having roster troubles that they're trying to resolve. Speaking of it, just again to clarify, Dog Alpha is Adronima for teams at home. Here we're gonna spin again, Mr. Redacted.
OC
Esports. Joined us in Group A. Coming into the CCS, OC Esports actually has, currently in their roster here, a very new addition. I believe they're actually a collegiate team. Either the collegiate teams obviously usually bring in completely new players, not really in the amateur scene, completely different. Dravoon, T for Tempo, Shawsey, as you used to see in Project Panda. I'm not really familiar with any of these names and really any of the Diamond Leagues, BOL, Aegis, or CCS. Sultan, any familiar with this roster at all? This is a collegiate team. I forgot what college it is exactly. I have to double check the app, but there's one of the collegiate teams coming in.
I don't know. I played collegiate, but I haven't played against them. But I guess, I'm not really familiar with the players, but judging from solo queue, they have pretty normal champion pools actually for supports. They just play they just play whatever it's meta kind of. It's just so I feel like they will come in and kind of be that rather than playing seeing them as specific players, this is more of a team play maybe oriented. I think that's how collegiate teams are mostly playing. They have coaches and analysts sometimes. I don't know about that specific college, but it might be something like that. If I had to bet.
To be clear, it is Oklahoma Christian University is the actual college name for any clarification. Mattg, any thoughts on Oklahoma Christian here joining the CCS?
I don't really know. I think T for Tempo is one of his accounts, Barnes or something. I've seen him in other Discords and stuff like that. He's played in other leagues. I've heard he seems like a solid player on paper, multiple diamond accounts, everything like that. And the rest of the team just kind of looks like mid-diamond average level. So probably fair enough to be a pool 2 team. So I think we'll do fine.
Awesome. Feel free to draw the next group here in Group B.
The next group in Group B?
The next team in Group B. Listen, man. I'm like 3 hours of sleep, okay?
It's been a long day. Oh, it is Dog Tao.
Yeah, it is Dog
Tao.
They should be in Group B, right?
Well, they have to be.
They have to be.
But they also got drawn in Group B, which makes it a lot easier for us to do. Dog Tao? How do you
Tao? It's Tao.
Tao? Oh. Well, Tao comes in with some familiar names, actually. Wild Terry, O'Hare.
Roster.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. And a lot of Ace, Scorpio, Arch, Itchy Rat. Hopefully not any roster changes that happened recently that confirmed that. But pretty familiar with the Iconic Ascendance roster. Had a really banger Game 5 series last year in CCS round-on playoffs. Obviously had, they lost their core, player last play in CCS beginning of the season. And now they come back again, back in Dorado. These iconic players coming forward. Matt, what are your thoughts on this?
On this team? So Dorado Gaming Tao, I believe some of these players have been playing together for a good amount of time. I've seen Arch and Itchy Rat play together for a while. I think Arch is a really good AD carry. And Zohair and Wild Terry, I think they're both really solid players. I've seen them play a couple times just from watching. I think it's one of those things where it's like when they play well, it just looks effortless for them. So I can see this team doing a lot. I have these guys as top 3, at least, of all the teams. So I think they're going to be definitely a team to look out for.
Sultan, any thoughts?
I feel like this team is really close to Dog Alpha, and like when you look at it from a skill, I heard really good things about Arch and Zohair. Like Ichirad, I think I've heard his name as well. I think it's just Wild Terry and Scorpio. Although I've heard that they've been in the scene, I haven't really seen them play at all. So that is kind of like the wild card thing about this team, but I feel like they just have a really solid roster that can probably just match tier 1 teams easily.
I already gave my opinion on this team earlier on the podcast. I think I put them actually above Alpha just because I saw the iconic roster last split. I think I swear either 3 or 4 of those players are from the iconic team.
Only 2, but I could be wrong. I could also just be a schizo. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Arch, that name looks familiar, but I know Rat and the Jungle Zohair. Yeah, they were definitely on that team. So I think
Omega Super Sub.
Yeah, I think Tao is gonna be a pretty good team, but you know, we'll see.
All right, moving forward here. We got what, 4 teams left? USC JV, TA Blaze, not Dog Alpha. I guess Oversoul. Andromeda, which is Oversoul. Their name is Bing Chillers.
Is Bing Chillers? Oh no, this is BCS Younglings Kittens.
Younglings Kittens.
Yeah, Younglings Kittens.
Hell yeah.
Ah, it's them. Younglings Kittens.
Joining us in Group A.
You gotta say the whole name, man.
Bing Chillers joining us in Group A. Stet, Mouse Dixie, Kaiser, Youngling, Oreo Murderer. Kaiser is a very well-known name here in CCS. Played last
MVP.
Played on Horizon as well. Finally making his debut in CCS Masters, I guess, per se here, with the side of Bing Chillers. Coming in as well with Oreo Murder, another well-known name here in CCS. Both of his players join from Step, Maltixie, and Youngling to make this Bing Chillers roster. And I'm actually going to carry over to Mattg, someone who does know Bing Chillers fairly well. What are your thoughts on this roster as they're drawn into Group A?
Yeah, I think this roster is definitely really solid. I think they're gonna do really well. Maltixie, he's a really good jungler. Just from seeing these guys play, it looks like they're meshing together really well. Oreo, I played with in VRS. I played with in CCS. I really enjoyed. He's really smart about the game. All praise for Oreo. And Stet and Youngling, I don't know too much about them, but they seem solid. Stet played for CB Starlight last split, so hopefully he has a little bit more help than this split than last one. So, and then Kaiser, of course, really good utility player. He's one of the most solid mids I've played with. So I'm looking forward to seeing these guys play.
Sultan, any thoughts?
I don't know a lot about these players other than Kaiser, who I played with on Horizon. I feel like he's been taking more of a utility mid laner role, but when I was playing with him, he was just he used to play really well Vladimir as well as other champions. So maybe with this team, I don't know how this team plays, what type of playstyle do they have, but maybe Kaiser can kind of break out of that utility mid laner role and then just kind of start popping off a little bit.
Kaiser on some carries. I mean, Vigar's a carry though.
True. I guess.
We move on to our, well, I guess a third to last team being drawn. And remember, I think TA team is left. They can't be drawn in this group, so if that happens, it happens.
USC, the Trojans.
Which means we actually know what the draw is going to be, math default, because of where TA has to be. So we will still spin just to get actually running the spin. But anyway, in that case, we actually know the draw. For integrity. So we can actually put it USC JV has to be in Group B because of a drawn. TA, what team is it? What TA team is it?
Blaze.
Blaze.
TA Blaze, Loblox team.
because they cannot be in Group A, which means Oversoul, if I remember correctly. It's not Oversoul. It's what is it? They changed their name.
You said Oversoul.
Oh, it is Oversoul. Yeah. Oversoul has to be in Group B. So technically, free draws done at once because of the USG stuff. You can just spin it to remove them. So we'll just do this real quick just to have them out of the way. And meanwhile, USC joining the CCS in Group B, TA Blaze joining us in Group A, and Oversoul in Group B. Matt, which one of these three teams do you want to talk about initially? Start it off with.
I will talk about TA Blaze. That is the one of the CCS legends who's in the comp ruling, the Hall of Fame.
Yes,
the
the Hall of Fame,
Crocs with
right?
blocks,
Mr.
the Crocs
Three
with
Little
blocks,
Words.
3 little words. My son Lobax, all the 2 a.m. flex queue games we played. I honestly though, I think this roster actually looks pretty solid. Toy, he's been around comp for a while. I've seen him I think I've played against him like once or twice. I don't know, but I think he's a really good player. I've seen him in AML. I don't really know too much about their solo laners or their ADCs, but on paper, Masters ADC, their mid laner looks pretty solid, and then top laner as well. I believe he's like a Masters player with pretty high win rate. But yeah, and then Lobax, of course. He's
and there's Lobax.
Then there's Lobax. He's along for the ride. But yeah, I'm actually excited to see how this team does. I honestly have them over a couple of the Pool 1 teams, to be honest.
Group A is looking a little stacked right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Group A is looking kind of hard.
So Mattg, you saying Lobax is gonna play a utility jungler and carry jungle meta right now, right?
Hey, hopefully. Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Lobax he's lucky he's even on this team, I think. But yeah, he sucks. But yeah, I honestly have them over both of the Group B Pool 1 teams. This TA Blaze team, I think they're actually going to be really solid. I could see them a top 4 finish for sure.
Sultan, any thoughts on his TA team?
I know HTK as a player on this squad, not really anyone else. He tends to, when the junglers playing towards him, he kind of turns into that 1v9 machine. He's like a Fiora main. Like he plays those split push champions really well. He's a really big fan of Hullbreaker champions, and he builds Hullbreaker on almost every single champion, at least he used to. So yeah, I think with that addition to top lane, I think they might be, again, like I feel like this team is better than Team Nebula. I feel like they also deserve like a tier 1 pool spot, but unfortunately only one of them can have it, so.
Yeah, I mean, this was a team that was close up there. 1 second, moving forward. Sorry about that. It's obviously very interesting. This Group A is already looking stacked. We'll talk about the states of the group afterwards. But first, we got the USC and Oversoul. 2 teams that don't really have too much experience with. USC, another collegiate team. Collegiate team is always pretty interesting. And then obviously,
why are they interesting?
Why?
Yeah.
Only because collegiate league legends and amateur league legends is quite different. Depending on the level of school. I mean, this is a JV team. I'm not sure if scholarships are involved with said school. Some of the bigger programs usually are able to fill multiple teams. That doesn't mean that their lower level teams have scholarships involved. But when you are in a collegiate program, it in theory should be a bit more structured, but what they want is different from amateur. I actually think a lot of the amateur orgs do a better job of cultivating talent and understanding what works here opposed to the collegiate teams. So a lot of times the collegiate teams don't exactly perform up to par. But USC JV, Oversoul, any thoughts on them? Sultan, both very unknown teams, to be quite honest with you. Not a lot of at least input for me initially seeing.
I think, like, again, as you said, it's like not much information. It will be, I think this split in general, not specifically only this team, but I think there's a lot of teams here where community in general doesn't know a lot about. There's a lot of players that can really like show up and just be like, oh, this guy is actually good, but we didn't know about him much. I feel like going into like week 2, week 3, I think a lot of things will be more like kind of set in stone. But for now, they're just like on paper decent teams.
Thoughts from Mattg again? Unknown
I
commodities.
I don't know too much about them. It's with all, I don't really know Diamond too well players wise. I'm kind of recognizing some people, but it's one of those things where it's like you have these collegiate teams coming in, don't know too much about them. They could be really good in collegiate, and we just don't know that. And yeah, I'm excited to see. I think collegiate kind of is whatever.
Tell you
Yeah,
what, though.
it really depends on like
Yeah,
where you're playing. I mean,
yeah.
there's some really good collegiate teams, and then there's some
Some
less than optimal collegiate teams. I
some,
think
like,
really the strength
novice
depends.
league
I think
teams.
it's I mean I really do think collegiate tends to be a very top heavy structure.
Yeah.
The ones that are good, but everyone else is just kind of like.
The ones that are good have challengers, and then ones that are mid are like.
I meant even in like terms of other elites.
Oh, okay.
All right. Currently, before we go into pool 3, which we have 8 teams there as well. Initial thoughts on Group A here from Sultan.
I feel like this is a harder group than Group B. It's just like I feel like they have the better TA team. They have 2 of the best Pool 1 teams. Nameless Goobers and Bing Chillers can be like kind of the underdogs against these like Pool 1 teams. They have the kind of that potential to get an upset win over those teams. On the other side, I think it's just a lot of teams that we're not sure how they're gonna perform. Like they have the ceiling, but I feel like how many of them will be able to reach that ceiling, I'm not sure.
Mattg, thoughts on Group A and Group B so far?
I think Group A is stacked in comparison to Group B.
The wheel's elite. What can I say? The wheel
is
does go
elite.
all.
All I'm saying, last split, people, they could have doubted us saying, "Hey, it's like Group A, Group B. You guys picked that." No, it's the wheel.
We're proving it right now. We really did not pick that.
The wheel was going crazy in that Discord call.
I wish.
You know what I love? You know what I love best about the wheel too? Low boxes in Group A with Mattg.
I'm ready for Lowbacks versus Riddy. We're streaming that game.
We are not streaming that game.
Yes, we are.
We're not streaming 9th versus 10th. Alright,
Flay, can you put Group of Death in quotation marks over A and Group of Life over B?
We have to see Pool 3 first, because
you're right.
If Pool 3, if all the Mickey Mouse teams from Pool 3 go to Group A, then like we know who's going to playoffs. Like it doesn't really matter, right? Speaking of Pool 3, the teams are Vapor, NWE Penguins,
Vapor Resonance, right?
Yes. Crabs, Mint Gaming, the Rats, which were the lowest ranked team in CCS.
Horizon Gaming Rats. Get
the lowest ranked
right.
team in CCS. Rochester Esports and Comfy Gaming Shield are joining us in Pool 3. Redacted, whenever you're ready.
Bam.
You are the worst ranked team in CCS. If you guys make playoffs, I will give you $1.
We were supposed to be that last year too, no?
Yeah, he did. I didn't know you.
Well, we started two.
Anyway, TDK Blue. Mattg, thoughts on TDK Blue here, joining Group A. One of the weaker Pool 3 teams, at least based on solo team rankings. They'll be joining the Group A here, maybe giving some parity, some life for the top teams. Any thoughts on this roster?
TDK is the TDR rebrand from I don't know how long ago that was, but yeah, these guys have been a team. I believe it was Imperial Knights, blue, white, probably blue. They've been a team for a while, I think, and I know they've done pretty well for themselves, at least playing in some other leagues. Like I think they played in South Esports or something. But yeah, like looking on paper, it's like they all were diamond last season or last couple seasons. We'll see what they bring. I look at screenshots of post games sometimes, and I've seen some weird things that they draft. I won't say anything, but like they got some weird pocket picks that they're ready to pull out. So I'm excited to see them play.
They're gonna need it in this group, man.
Yeah, in Group A, they're in the group of death right now. So yeah, we'll see.
Thoughts from you, Sultan?
Not really. I don't really know these players, but I guess it is hard to make just the prediction. Like they do have a one high elo player, I guess that is like last season Masters right now D1. So I'm assuming they're just going to be like a bot lane focused team with it's kind of like that ADC trying to be that 1v9 player. But yeah, that's like only thing that I can say.
Not you. Well, that being redacted, if you don't have any thoughts yourselves, you feel free to spin the wheel again. The groups are almost ready to be drawn.
I don't know too much about TDK Blue, so good luck to you though.
Oh no.
That wasn't troll.
Oh no.
The Rats are in the group of life.
Oh hell.
Hey, y'all dodged a bullet, Sultan. You can't even cap. You can't even cap, right? Come on.
give your skill of your team.
Horizon Gaming Rats, by the way. Make sure you put Horizon Gaming Rats on the standings, play.
I said this in the podcast, and I think a lot of people maybe missed it, maybe were not here. So this Rats team was in CCS Diamond last season. We didn't make playoffs. That is a given thing, but we did start 2-0, and we beat the team who made it to playoffs, and I think went to even semifinals. The only issue was me being a Turkish citizen. I was in Turkey during summer, during the holidays. So I played on 160 ping, and we were still 2-0. The only issue was I wasn't able to play after a while. We had Philly B being working, and he wasn't able to make one of the series as well. So because of that, we lost the next 4 series without having our starting lineup. But with our starting lineup, we were undefeated. So what I'm thinking is, I think, especially in a group that you guys are saying group of life, I think we should be able to make playoffs. I believe in my team. We've been scrimming, and we've been having actually decent success in scrims, and while even playing against decent elo teams. So I believe in my team. You know.
What are your thoughts?
I'll be as nice as possible. I honestly, anything is possible. You know, you can. I think that group is honestly
it's the group of life. You can just say it.
It worked out for you here.
It's significantly weaker, actually, right now. To be honest,
it is. Yeah. So I think you guys can make playoffs. How far you get in playoffs, we'll see. But yeah, I wish you guys luck. I think your bot lane's pretty good, Alveric and Zanzarde, however you say it. I think your bot lane's pretty good. But yeah, we'll see. I wish you guys the best.
Rats, man. I'm excited for y'all. Like, I love watching your team. You know, obviously, I know Zone. I actually know all your team members except for your new support now. Yeah, like I even casted in Philly B's league back when there was the Philly B league. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to see what you guys do. I know we meme and everything, but yeah, like honestly, take the blessing that you're in Group B. No, for real. Like, there's nothing wrong with that, because the goal at the end of the day, right, is to get to playoffs, and then anything is possible from there.
These guys are the wizards of CCS, man. The goal every split is to lose in the first round. Get out of here. Next draw, please.
Oh my
Not
God.
like the elite Raptors.
nothing to lead about that team this year.
Penguins.
The Penguins joining us here. Actually, did your wheel update? I don't think your wheel did not update with the 2 sponsorship. Feel free afterwards to add UR Esports and Comfy Gaming Shield. But
wait, so this wheel?
Yes, this wheel is not updated.
How do I do that?
Don't worry about it. We'll figure it out. Moving forward, I know how to figure it out. Moving forward, Penguins joining us in Group A. Thoughts on that? Penguins joining us in Group A. I'll start with Sultan here. Any opinion on this NWE Penguins team? They have Mansu, who's actually a very recognizable name. Manatsu, yeah. Recognizable name from BOL.
Yeah.
Besides that, what else are your thoughts on this Penguins team?
The main person I know is also the Manatsu here. He has been pretty decent performer actually. He just he's really well. He plays his control mages really well, and he's just that solid mid laner that you don't need to worry about in mid lane. That will he's not going to call a coin flip and lose you the game. Same thing for their jungler as well. He just looks like he plays Udyr and stuff, and then top laner is also a tank player. So I'm just assuming this is going to be one of those. Every draft is going to be okay, solid tankish top laner, just like a Udyr, Hecarim, something like that in jungle, control mage mid. So this team, I feel like they're going to be one of those teams where if you're really good, you're going to beat them, but if you're not up to par, you're just gonna get demolished because of their just really straight out, laid out team comps.
Foreman in the chat here, Penguins owner, I believe, going and I quote, the let's fucking go in chat. Penguins, unfortunately, are joining the group of death. So
can you put their whole acronym on the standings, please?
you know what? They deserve it. They're gonna have to. They're fighting
Put some
for their lives
respect
every
on our
week.
put some respect on our teams. All right.
They're fighting for their lives every week. You gotta put them shoulder to
NWE.
Mattg, any thoughts on the Penguins as they join? Very tough Group A.
Group A is a hard group. I haven't really seen these players play before. I know Manatsu because BOL, he made like the Manatsu Mag or whatever
He did.
magazine.
Well known for that.
I respect that. See how we're do some stuff for CCS. But yeah, honestly, we're cleared. I don't know too much about them, so we'll have to see. They're in a hard group, so they're gonna have to perform.
No, for sure. And I mean, their group is Katanas, Nameless, Chillers, Blaze, TDK, OC Esports. I mean, we can already say at least most of these teams are going to be very good. But I've seen them in other leagues before, in PRL actually, and they've done pretty well in PRL. I think I've also seen them in BOL. I guess some of the, not really in Aegis and CCS, maybe they have in Aegis, but I haven't seen them in CCS yet, so we'll see how they do. Moving forward, the updated wheel has been come on. Definitely not rigged, by the way. We will be spinning the next one of our 5 remaining teams. Today I learned I cannot count, by the way, if anyone was wondering.
Nor can you edit wheels once they're made.
Nor can I do a lot of things, apparently. Mint is the group drawn here. Yes. Oh,
This is
not
the
Mint Rocky Road, right?
Rocky Road. Yeah.
Mint
Okay.
Rocky Road. Now, I do know Foya. Some of these other players are a bit less known. Sort of Mattg here. What are your thoughts on this Mint Rocky Road team coming in? I think Mint Rocky Road's actually pretty well known, victorious. I don't know if it's a similar roster to that one, but they're coming into CCS now.
Yeah, we'll see. I recognize 2 of their players. I don't think they have some roster changes or something, so I don't know if that's 100% accurate. But I know Foya and Reno Turbo both played on the BDE roster and Aegis last split in APL, and they made it, I believe, to semifinals where they lost to CB Rush. But yeah, I know Foya, high diamond player. He's a solid AD carry, and same with Reno Turbo. So I think those 2 are good carries. We'll see what the rest of their team's looking like. So I think they'll be a good team as well. But again, they got drawn into Group B, so it is a easier group in my opinion. So I'm sure they can make playoffs. Group B for me is so far, if you're in one of the bottom 4 teams, you can definitely make playoffs.
And yeah, I was actually asked this Sultan. Do you currently think the 2 teams drawn in Group B from the pool 3 teams are better than the ones in Group A right now, or no? I'm trying to see if the groups are evening out from your perspective.
Oh, you mean like pool 3 wise?
Yeah, so like Horizon, Mint, Rocky Road, do you think they're better than TDK and NWE?
I would say so. But like I played against Mint Rocky Road, and I think it was like earlier last season, and it wasn't bad. Like we beat them, but I don't remember them as like specifically like bad. So I would say, although having no experience against TDK Blue and Penguins, I would say like the bottom 4 of Group B is looking a bit better. Definitely.
Group B was Mickey Mouse. You know, whoever said that was fucking ball. All right,
next
last
wheel?
4.
Last
sir.
4.
Who is it going to be?
Vaporwave Resonance.
Yes, that is their full name. Let me get that out here and type it up. Vapor Resonance. Was there
Vaporwave?
Vaporwave, excuse me. As you can see, I'm gonna put Vaporwave here because it's not big enough to Resonance right now. I'll fix that in a bit. Actually, I think their other team actually dropped out, so I think one team my Vaporwave. Sultan, what do you know about this Vaporwave org? I feel like this is a new org. I haven't heard of them in any other league. I don't know if you know anything about them. Thoughts on this roster and its organization?
I've heard them. So what I heard about them is mainly from 0-2, which is their sub in this league. Which
Wait,
is,
what? What?
Yeah.
Who?
Hikaku Uchicha.
He's subbing for this?
Yes. So I think he was the starting AD, but then he took a sub spot afterwards.
0-2, man. You just find a way to keep living. You know what? I gotta give you props, bro.
Like I can see him maybe if the team
resilient.
Like being in Group A and like being a top bottom 4 team, they might have a rough start. So I might even see we might see 0-2 maybe them giving a shot at 0-2 as well. Other than that, I heard that they're decent. I don't think they would be like like an underdog title contenders, but their jungler is GM right now.
I think their jungler ranked himself out. So
Yeah, it's a very.
So
I think
that's
your
what I
jungler
was
ranked
gonna.
himself out today, actually, which is very.
That's
funny.
what I was gonna say. Like,
Yeah.
maybe if he didn't rank out, like having a GM jungle to that level, that might just bring the team like to there. But that's why I said, okay, this team might be doomed because 390 LP. I feel like that is a little above the.
Yeah,
Little above the exception.
I just pulled up their OPG and I messaged Flay and I'm like,
okay,
this guy
yeah,
just ranked himself out.
Yeah, looks like he ranked himself out. Yeah, so interesting.
We're gonna
I feel
figure that
like
one
that's
out.
going to be an issue for this team because, for me, your highest elo player, especially in jungle, that you normally play around that guy. Whatever that guy does, like kind of is what your team is playing around, and like losing him and right before the split starts.
Literally, yeah.
That is a bummer move. Which
So yeah, about this team we're gonna have to figure something out. So
So yeah, so that could potentially be another waitlisted team that we have on guard. So it may not be Wave Vapor. Obviously, it depends if they want to replace their jungler. That's completely different. But they did have another roster. But yeah, it looks like their jungler ranked themselves out approximately 10 hours ago, actually. So
This is
so
literally
very recent. So you know, this is maybe it's a lesson that Elo said better. Moving forward,
honestly.
the next.
Hey,
you like gritty.
We at the CCS do not condone elo sitting.
Yeah, be like Mattg, Elo sit for novice. All right, spin.
Exactly, yes sir.
The Crabs Radiant.
Crabs Radiant joining Group B here. Another not very well-known team to my knowledge. I could be wrong. Any thoughts on them, Mattg? If you heard anything about Crabs Radiant, I believe it's just a 5-man roster. I don't know if it's like a friends roster or not, but any thoughts on these players?
What is their app?
I mean, their junglers, high or low masters, 78 LP. It looks like they're kind of like D1, D3, kind of that low diamond average, kind of or high diamond average, sorry, across the board here. We'll have to see how they play. They are definitely a pool 4 team, or pool 3, sorry. So
wow, Jesus Christ, man, a new pool just for that.
So we'll see how they do. They get drafted into the Group B, so again, it's the group of life. They do have a chance in comparison to say this Group A. So yeah, best of luck to them, to be honest, and good luck.
Sultan, any thoughts on that?
Not really. I think this is where my knowledge gets really narrow.
Yeah, he's
like
last
about
year
the
teams don't know
teams.
too much about.
All right, well, we can move
Doesn't
on
know
to
the
the
bottom
next
of the
team.
barrel,
Then.
Group D.
The last
Excuse
two.
me. Yep, last two. Who's left? It is Comfy and UR, right?
Yep, which is
Rochester,
what again?
Rochester,
Rochester? Okay, University of Rochester.
Speaking of University of Rochester, they will be joining Group A. A fairly strong team, actually, look initially, and they're probably one of the stronger Pool 4 teams. But UR Esports, University of Rochester Esports, will be joining Group A. Let's come in. We're rounding up the final of Group A. Sultan, what are your thoughts on this? Another university team. I know we talked about USCJV earlier. Any thoughts on this team? Joining another one in OC Esports and Oklahoma Christian. So it looks like 2 U of A university teams in the same group.
I think they're decent. Like again, university teams, they might just like open up later into the split because they will be like permanently playing with each other in different things like NECC or like CLOL because they're gonna get more games in, official games in. They might get better throughout the split, but yeah. So I feel like that's what I'm thinking.
Not many thoughts on this team. I don't really know. Their jungler seems poopy though, which is
oh wow,
got poopy in the jungle. So yeah, we'll see. I don't know. They're definitely
the last team,
which actually has a known. I think Spy 500 played the last one in CCS.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was on We Love Sober, right?
No.
I thought he was on RTM.
Oh, RTM.
I think you're wrong.
Am I wrong?
I don't know.
That name sounds familiar though.
It is definitely former CCS player for sure. Comfy Shield, rounding up Group B.
I'm gonna look it up.
I'm checking.
while you guys check, Sultan, do you have any thoughts on these players while these guys check this? Because I'm pretty sure Spy 500 did play in CCS last split.
He did.
I think so. I would say, but like.
Oh yeah, he was on RTM. My fault.
The rest of the teams, I haven't really seen them, like at least the players. But they have 2 Masters players, current Masters players, which is like their peak, I think. So you know that's always good. They do have a plat mid laner that has low amount of games. Like I feel like their team can actually they might all hit Masters towards the end of the split. So like solo queue wise, they don't look bad. And again, as we said, it's just like Group B's bottom 4 looks actually decently strong. So it will be interesting to have this team as well in our group.
Yeah, I mean, that kind of helps Group B a lot. I do agree that, at least it looks like right now, just with the fact that Vaporwave's best player is just ineligible, that Group B's pool free seeds basically hit probably the better side of Group A. I mean, obviously we had Horizon Rats, who is the lowest solo queue ranking, but they are better than their solo queue ranking. I want to specify. I know that I was memeing them earlier, but they are, well, they have the worst solo queue ranking of any team. In my opinion, they're definitely a pool free seed team. They're striving.
The Rats, man.
They're striving to lose in the first round, right? That's the goal of the team, right? To have to lose in the first round. Well, that may be true. They're not. You know, I don't think they're an 0-9.
Wait,
right?
Has PHub Zone ever made it past the first round?
Yes,
he made it to like semis.
He's a former second round exit consistently.
Yep.
Well, both time he gets here, he gets swept. He's a Damian Lillard of CCS, man. That's what he is. Anyway, so the groups are finished. They are drawn. They are done. The schedule will come out in about 30 minutes, an hour, pretty recently. You guys will all get pinged. Don't worry. For this Friday's game, obviously a couple days away. Obviously, announcement coming. You guys know. Anything wrong with your rosters? Please ping us. We will fix it. We will make sure everything's updated by Wednesday, Thursday, so it's good on Friday. Usually, the beginning's always the hardest because people are making roster changes, etc. The normal day for your roster apps is usually Wednesday, but usually give people great spirit till Thursday in the first week, just due to the fact that everything comes out. Before we go, I'm gonna ask Matt. Currently, your thoughts on your Group A's Group B, your predictions, your thoughts, who's making it out of the playoffs, who's making a deep run. I guess we'll start with Group A first. Yeah, all
Group
that.
A, so like top 3 in Group A.
Top 3 into Group A. Who's gonna make playoffs, and what's your big surprise?
So Group A, I have Dog Alpha going first, TA Blaze going second, Bing Chiller's going third, and then that's where it kind of after that it kind of it's a little harder to say. I think honestly the team that's probably gonna surprise most teams is I feel like it's Bing Chillers. I feel like they're probably gonna get rated pretty low just from 2 of their players just coming from Plat Leagues and Oreo and Kaiser. And but I think this team's really solid with Stixie as well. He's a really good jungler. I'm pretty sure he won an Aegis League, ADL at some point, if I'm not wrong.
Another Mickey Mouse League.
True, but they'd sadly clear us. They have double our stream numbers right now.
I mean, does he know that?
Worry, that's right.
Who's gonna tell him? But yeah, and then Group B, it's kind of like I think Tao's gonna go first. Nebula's gonna go second. I do think Horizon. I think they will make playoffs after seeing this group.
Look at that. He has faith.
I have faith in Sultan. Yeah, for Group B, I think he's gonna make playoffs. And then honestly, it's
Varric and Sultan we trust.
I mean that team making playoffs is like. You don't remember it was Orlando Magic teams that used to finish in 8th place, win 35 games in a really bad Eastern Conference.
I'm talking about the Eastern Conference teams that be below 500 but still make playoffs.
They're gonna win 35 games out of 82. Like a 40% win rate. Pretty dog if we're being honest. And they're gonna have the privilege of losing they're gonna have the privilege of losing to Dog 2 in the first round 3-0. And they're gonna pack it up and see a successful split. That's where that team is. So I can definitely see it, Matt. I definitely can. Any thought to your top 3 for Group B though?
I know Paul. Top 3 for Group B, Tau, CB Diamond, then TA Nebula.
Okay. And then any surprise, any team. So of the top 6, obviously projected, would this be our projected top 6 teams for both groups in no particular order? Do you think any of those top 6 teams was the most likely to drop and not make playoffs? For both Group A and Group B.
Who's those? I could see OC not making it.
Okay.
And then I could also from Group B. Honestly, I'm gonna say Lit Esports Red because who knows what their roster is.
God, I don't think they know what their roster is.
That's fair to say. That's fair to say.
That is very fair to say. Sultan, what are your thoughts? Your top 3 for both groups, your surprise stories, and then who do you think is most likely from top 6 teams in the not playoffs?
Okay. Well, for Group A, I would say my top teams: Dog Alpha. Actually, no. I'll go TA Blaze, Dog Alpha, Akuma Katanas, Bing Chillers, Nameless, and then OC Sports.
So you don't think any of the top 6 teams are going to drop down?
Nope, I don't think so. Like, or there shouldn't be any from my expectations. The surprise team, if I had to pick one, to be honest, I don't think there will be any surprises. The surprise might be like Bing Chillers getting into top 2.
Okay.
For me. For Group B, I think it's like let's see, Dog Tao, CB Diamond, TA Nebula, Lit Red, Rats, and then Oversoul into UCG JV.
Do you think USC's not making playoffs?
Yeah.
Okay.
And for my surprise, maybe Mint Gaming Rocky Road. Especially
make playoffs?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'm gonna ask this for Redacted as well here. You know, who do you think Redacted for both these groups? So any thoughts you have?
My top 3,
etc. Yeah. Any thoughts you have?
Yeah, no. Yeah, Group A definitely just looks like the very much harder group. I haven't looked at rosters as in depth as y'all, but from what I already know of some of these rosters, top 3. We'll go Akuma, Alpha, Bing. And then for Group B, let's see. It's a Mickey Mouse. CB, Rats, Nebula. Those are my top 3 for Group B, because it's literally. Yeah. I'll put some faith in you, Sultan.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll never ask this guy. Never question it again. All right. Besides that, moving forward,
I'm not an analyst for a reason.
Question I'll ask is who do you predict to win the split before we log off and have a great night's sleep?
Oh, I need it.
Well, I'm not logging off, but the rest of you.
Well, you go first, please.
Oh, me? Who if I think is gonna win? I mean, it's the DCS for a reason. I'm gonna play it. Say Dog Alpha defends their title and wins CCS split.
Wait, what do you mean defends their title? Dog Alpha didn't
They are
win.
the successor, technically speaking. If any team is a successor of Zeta, it would be them.
Okay. Gotcha.
Mattg, your thoughts?
All right. There's one team I can say is gonna win it all. I am not paid to do this.
You do not know ball.
TA Blaze is
Oh,
winning
hell no. This motherfucker.
Lowback's MVP season. I'm calling it right now.
Oh no.
He's got a 139
on chat.
Lowback's future CCS Advanced MVP in my eyes. Group A,
if we win
first
CCS MVP, we're deleting the server.
Enough.
I promise.
First team,
I promise.
or Group A, first team jungler. It's happening. Mark my words.
Narrator, it is not happening. Sultan, what are your thoughts on who's going to win CCS this split?
Rats.
Okay, what are your actual thoughts? Who's going to win CCS?
Oh, we can win. What? Okay, can
right.
I not cope a little bit?
With that, thank you everyone for joining us on the CCS Draw Show. The 2 groups are drawn, and there's a quite longer split than last split. It's actually a 9-week regular season with 4 weeks of playoffs. It's 13 weeks, quite longer than the other splits, I think. I think actually it's Novice is 12, Intermediate 11, and this is 13, so this is our longest split by about 2 weeks. Everyone's gonna play one time. There are no cross groups gaming again. To repeat, playoffs is cross group. So that's when you're gonna be seeing the other side. But for Group A and Group A teams, good luck in your groups, good luck in your games, and see you guys all Friday.
Can I add something?
Sure.
If you don't mind.
Yes.
Okay. Well, this is the thing that I DM'd you about.
Sure.
So, I don't know how many of you has been watching the news, but I just want to kind of be a good citizen to my country. There was a big earthquake that hit Turkey, which affected close to 1.5 million people. Current death toll, I would say, is around 30,000. And to be honest, especially for people like me, I made my donations, and I feel like just helping out anyone around the world is like any help that Turkey can receive is really appreciated. A $5 that you might be able to donate to the cause, that means a lot in Turkey, especially due to the currency. That is almost 10 loaf of breads that can feed people that are kind of battling hunger. So I personally want to drop a link to a really like known organization that is helping them. So any money that you can donate, anything is really appreciated. $5 is a single dollar, anything that would be really greatly appreciated by everyone. And I know you guys didn't sign up for this, but I just want to kind of remind people that. Sorry.
Sultan, send me the link.
Okay, well,
and I'll post it for you.
Racist League. Goddamn.
Send me the link in podcast chat.
I don't know. I bought a new ball like that.
I was trying to have you send it to me before you posted it.
Oh boy.
Let me actually post it real quick.
I got it.
Then 1 second, just in case.
Yo, can I be?
Oh yeah. Thank you.
I posted it.
Well, I'm gonna post it again as an announcement.
Okay.
Based.
But yeah, prayers up for Turkey once again for anyone that whose family was affected by that. It's a really tragic disaster, and yeah, my prayers out to you, Sultan, and your family once again. It's never easy to lose a family member. I'm really sorry, and my condolences. But with that being said, we have our groups. I'm ready for the split, man. Hey, content in this split is, in my opinion, gonna go crazy. Oh, that's what I forgot to do. That's what I forgot to do before we started this. I wanted to do this on the podcast. So, for those of you who were with us at the very beginning of this stream and you saw the clips and stuff, we'll be doing more of those. So I'll be basically reaching out, asking y'all for clips to submit to me. It doesn't have to be just the stream games, because obviously there's multiple games, but just find a way to clip something for me, send me the link, and then it might be on the podcast and we might rate it. So yeah, just wanted to put that out there to let you know that is a thing we'll be doing now on the podcast for sure. Any last thoughts from you all before we close it down?
Oh, nope. I'm excited for CCS to split. This is our biggest diamond split. Lava Plot. I mean, technically speaking, if we're being honest, the Plot leagues combined are 24 teams. Right, yeah, 24 teams? Yeah, 24 teams. Last year was 32, so it's about 8 less than in terms of our Plot Elo. But at least in our Diamond Sphere, we have almost doubled to 20 teams. I almost had more, but we had like 8 drops. We actually had another drop yesterday or something like that, so it's annoying. But we still have 20 teams, our biggest split yet. We'll see how everything goes, and I'm really looking forward to see how you guys all play. And I'm actually pretty excited because I'm a big girl. I don't know half these teams. I like Plat. I don't really follow the diamond scene, or I've just gotten into the diamond scene, so it's less predictable for me. So, these groups could end up being really balanced. Maybe Group B is a lot better, and we just don't know because, we don't know half these teams anyway. Any thoughts from Sultan, Matt, or Redacted?
Nope.
No thoughts. Just, I'm ready for it. And I'm ready
excited.
to go to bed.
Besides
I'm excited for our last split. We're going to Victorious next split, everyone. I can't wait to see you there. If you need the link, just ask me. I'll send it to you. And yeah, I think we're good.
How do we tell them? But yeah, we're out of here, y'all. Y'all have a good night. We have to go.